Hello, ladies and gentlemen. We are live. We are ready to go. It is a Tuesday, so we got NXT 2.0 for a couple hours. We are going to burn through this tonight. It's actually a stacked card. There's a lot coming our way. We're going to find out who's going to be the number one contender for the NXT Women's Championship, but so much more. Stay tuned, folks. Let's go. Ding, ding, ding. We are live, folks. Like I said, we are the Wrasslin for Life Network. As always, I am every night KJ White, the Iron Man of YouTube, and I am joined by the Baron of Banter, the Master of Mischief, the all-around fun guy, Big Nick.
Yeah, tonight's going to be an interesting night. We're going to have the 20-woman battle royal to decide who's the number one contender to face Mandy Rose. We've got JD McDonagh versus Cameron Grimes. It's going to be, I like that there's actually story going into tonight versus it's kind of just like, well, I guess we'll see what happens.
Yeah, there's a little more of an angle to some of what's happening. I mean, we've seen a little bits and pieces like the Tony and Escobar situation, but like you said, a lot of times it's like, well, let's just see who shows up and wants to fight.
Right.
Are they going to show a replay of that skateboard, or we're going to act like it didn't happen?
The biggest heel in professional wrestling right now is Cora Jade's heel. Skateboard.
They gave it the Austin Theory edit.
Of course. Well, they do that all the time. It's like when Ronda would cut promos when she first debuted, and they'd have her redub it in post.
Right. So just quickly before we get on a roll here, folks, like I said, it's Tuesday night, Monday senior over with. We're heading towards hump day tomorrow. We're going to have a fucking shark cage and a whole bunch of shit going on Fighter Fest.
It's going to be barbed wire everywhere.
But tonight we got NXT 2.0. I hope everyone's having a good start to your week. I hope you're feeling happy, healthy, and you're staying safe. My feed is starting off with Cameron Grimes here tonight. And before that gets going, Nick, we're going to do this.
We got to do better, be better.
Do better, be better. Tariq, good to see you. Thank you for being here. Damien, good to see you again. I'm excited for NXT tonight. A few people are excited.
Sorry, I have JD McDonagh coming out right now, and I really like his entrance compared to, I thought he was going to be, Mr. Hollywood, with driving through the hills and all that. But I really like
that James Dean vibe, right?
Yeah. Sorry, go ahead.
No, that's good.
You better be better.
I want to see this entrance. You're slightly ahead of me, so I'm catching. All right.
I like the logo. It's a little Darby-ish vibe.
Yeah, not bad. It's going to be interesting. I think this is going to be a hell of a match to start, folks. And don't forget to give us your predictions down below. Hit that box, hit that chat, and let us know who's going to win. JD, Grimes, what's next for Grimes? What if JD goes over on him? Lots of angles here, but I'm looking forward.
Are they setting up JD to be the next challenger for Braun Breaker?
Feels that way. I mean, he after flattening him and all, but I'm looking forward to Pretty Deadly versus Brooks and Dunn for the NXT tag titles. Interesting matchup. I'm not like
tag titles.
Yes. I'm not exactly like, ooh, I can't wait.
Yeah, that's not. I'm sorry. NXT's tag division is at this point kind of just meh.
A little weak sauce, a little like more potential than actual right now.
Yeah, a little bit.
Well, here we go. Two guys fairly evenly matched.
They're just going back and forth. This is a great match already because no man's getting the better of the other.
Yeah, I'm with you on this one, Damien. I'm pumped about this match. I really think it's got a lot of potential. Two guys that match up like very, very similar. So we'll see what it brings.
Well, it's two very, young athletic guys. Like we forget Cameron Grimes was Trevor Lee in Impact and won the X Division Championship and all of that. And JD McDonagh was Jordan Devlin, who won the Cruiserweight Championship and all that.
That's one of those weird things. I just fucking light bulb went off when you said that. I hadn't even connected those dots or heard that name in so long. When you said it,
yeah,
I didn't even just right over my head.
See, I am a wrestling Rolodex.
That is funny where you have all these wrestling thoughts and just like something will slip through the crack. Dude, that's crazy. That's funny shit.
But yeah, so we're basically watching an X Division match on NXT right now, and I'm completely down for it because we have former Cruiserweight champ versus former X Division champ.
There you go. Where we go? What's up, Victor? How's it going? How you doing? How you feeling? Omega set to return at All Out. I heard he could return before All Out. Listen, I'm going to be honest with you guys. I'm going to tell everybody this. I don't care. I'm not that excited. I'll prove me wrong. Get back in the ring.
We saw how this went on the podcast last week.
Yeah,
I don't want to walk off on a Tuesday.
Yeah, we can't argue.
Going out on a Tuesday.
Right? We can't argue about Kenny Omega all night during NXT.
No, not on NXT.
We'll save that for tomorrow.
We'll save that for tomorrow or the podcast.
I know people love Kenny Omega. I'm not like, oh my God, I can't, don't come back. I'm not that guy. But I'm very much like, wait and see. I want to see more out of Kenny Omega.
I think
be a badass.
Regardless of how you feel about him, it adds a star talent to the heavyweight championship division.
Yeah, not if we're not getting into it. But yes, you got a point. They bring a name back into the fold that matters in a time where a lot of names are sitting on the shelf. Biggest heel is Cora Jade Skateboard. So Chris agrees with you, Nick.
Yeah, biggest heel in the business right now. Bigger heel than Roman Reigns, all that. Damn.
KJ and Nick, if you had a choice, who would you want to be the contender for Mandy Rose?
You go first so this is our predictions for the Battle Royal tonight.
Flying a little blind as far as I believe.
Well, that's the thing. Do they have 20 women on the roster?
I think we're gonna get some odd ones thrown in there, or we'll get some of these breakout women. Did that? I don't even remember
in the crowd. You're in the Battle Royal
actually happening. How fucked is that?
What?
That breakout tournament? I don't even remember it happening.
Yeah. I remember when it was a big deal where you had like the Cruiserweight Classic and the Mae Young Classic. Now they have stuff like that, and you're just like, what? When did that happen?
Yeah, weird. Anyway, back to the point. The number one contender, I believe it's going to be Perez. I feel that's where it's going. Or we're setting up like a Cora, Mandy, Perez, triple threat somehow, some way. I just feel that's the vibe. However, if I wanted it and if I had to book it, shit. Chris Bailey. No, I'm just kidding.
You want me to give my prediction?
Sure.
Nikita Lyons.
She should. They're going to push her to the moon. And
I think you have her face Mandy Rose and beat Mandy Rose because they're hyping up right now of how long of a streak Mandy Rose has had. And then you get a little solo feud between Cora Jade and Roxanne Perez because I think they blew up their NXT tag championships.
Gacy's the women's, by the way.
Who what?
Gacy's hanging out.
Bray Wyatt from Wish.com.
Bray Wyatt from Wish.com.
The friend instead of the fiend.
Oh, fuck. That's funny.
Yeah, I think they blew up their NXT women's tag division because that way people will stop asking about the main roster women's tag division with that tournament that was supposed to happen that still hasn't.
I wonder what the story is there. Are they just holding on to the belts in hopes that the tag champs come back?
I think Johnny Ace right now is just walking around at home in his robe with one belt around his waist, with one belt on the shoulder while he drinks his coffee, just oblivious to everything that is going on right now.
I recently ate. You did not have to drop that visual on me, sir. Don't worry. Yeah, you know what? I hate to steal yours, but we all know I'm a big fan of Lions. And
I know Victor's already calling me out saying that I read his comment. No, I already predicted it. I was already thinking this before I came in the show tonight.
But I mean,
Because she just came back. We already were talking before she went out with an injury that she was built up to go on this big push. So,
yeah, and she was, and she for a good reason. And Louis, good to see you. Thank you for being here tonight. She is kind of a standout. She stands out of the group. That's funny as hell, Victor. Roxanne Perez is not in the 20. Wait, no, thought she was on the poster. The picture I saw. No, how is that a thing?
Well, that's the thing. Like we were even saying, we don't know who's going to be in it because we don't even know if they have 20 women on the roster. So,
yeah. Now, here, the only hesitation I had for Lyons and why I didn't just spit her name out is if Lyons takes this, if Lyons turns her direction to the champ, it might not, she's on the course to win. She's not on the course to lose. So, are they at a point now where they're okay with Mandy not being the champion?
I think Toxic moves up.
Yeah, absolutely. There's why not?
They have nothing left to accomplish in NXT.
No, and they've dominated. They did their thing, and it didn't really move the needle. Maybe they had a few more.
Well, I feel like to a certain demographic, they are over like Rover. I mean, or at least certain members are.
Yeah. Hi, Rally Sport and Chris and Resident.
Got him. I might even be in there in that group there with Gigi's wagon.
Yeah, anyway, I don't forget they might debut Ava Rain tonight. That is very true. Could you imagine Ava Rain comes in and steals it?
Who the hell is Ava Rain at this point? Everybody's got the damn name change.
That's the Rock's daughter, right?
Oh, you think that? No, that's if you were to ever Roman Reigns a female superstar, and I guess that's the term I'm going to use for the push of you over push them way too fast. That's what you would do.
Why couldn't they just call her Pebble and get it over with? Let's go.
Pebble Johnson.
I don't get the whole thing. And I know she was a little controversial because she talked about the name change and how she welcomed it. But if we already know who you are, it doesn't matter what the fuck you call yourself.
I get that. On one hand, though, if you're like, think about it with Michael Jordan's son, how he was Michael Jordan Jr. If you're going in the NBA, do you really want to be that? Because then the expectation's already way up here. It's you get into that David Flair situation.
If Michael Jordan's son showed up to the Bulls as another name, and we're like, oh, never mind, that's not Jordan's kid. It's that guy.
I think you might look at them a bit fairer.
But you know who he is. I get the theory, but we know who you are.
Right. I get it.
Like if this was 1992, she could, show up and nobody would know because we don't talk about shit and you don't tweet your whole family.
Yeah, the internet didn't really exist then.
Right. So fuck it. But yeah, I mean, it's a tough one for me because I'm like, I think at some point, and especially where we talk about the best parts of wrestling is that realism. I think you just kind of got to embrace that the information's out there and lean into what people know. So bring her in as a heel who is, got a chip on her shoulder. We all remember Rocky Maivia had was nothing but a dick when he showed up in wrestling.
Well, he started off as a babyface and then turned into a heel because he got the die Rocky die chance.
Yeah. And he sucked as the babyface anyway.
He was too bland blue chip.
Yeah. The smile and shit. Like,
Oh, yeah.
No, when he threw on that fanny pack and got an attitude, it was way better. Fuck, let's go.
This is a hell of a match right now in the ring, though. JD McDonagh's just working the hell out of Christ, I almost called him Trevor Lee. Cameron Grimes. Knee right now. He already rammed it against the turnbuckle. Now he's just got him in a single leg crab. Like, it's interesting to see him go this kind of technical route. To see this be a part now into WWE's product is interesting.
Hello.
Oh, and up next, Cora Jade explains her actions. I want to hear from the skateboard more than I want to hear from Cora Jade.
Cora.
Just interview the skateboard. Put a little mic on the broken piece.
Is Roxy really not in this? Because I really thought she would be a favorite.
That would be stupid.
I thought it would be. Like so.
Well, then again, wasn't her ribs taped up or something because she got attacked before the match versus Mandy?
By Cora, yes. So I guess that's where we're going with that. I'm not exactly thrilled about this like mini might battle, but whatever. AKJ, BN, I got a question for you both. Okay.
Did you just comment to say you have a question? Why not?
Yeah, I just wanted to let us know. That sounds cool, Louis. Thank you. WWE posted a graphic of all the women in the Rumble yesterday on Twitter. All right.
Well, all right. Rock, paper, scissors to see who takes who goes looking for it.
All right. Ready?
Right.
I win.
Yeah, you win. Fine. I'll go look for it. You talk to the people. You get to these comments. I'll go looking for it.
All right. Cora Jade is in the 20 women battle royal, but not. So you assume at that point does Roxy maybe have something to do with Cora not winning this title? So or not winning this battle royal is highly possible. So let's see. Try to catch up on some of these. Guys, don't forget JD is a thin protege from when he was training wrestling in Ireland. So I think he might be Finn's replacement. Not Finn.
What?
Finn. He was Finn's protege. No, JD comes in with a lot of fanfare. A lot of he has a good reputation. A lot of people know who he is. Like Nick said, former cruiserweight champion. We have a lot going on here. So,
we've still got Gacy just waiting in the wings. We still don't even know who his little.
We're gonna find out what Schism. By the way, the worst name in all of fucking wrestling, maybe ever, is Here Comes Schism. Yeah. Oh, okay.
Who? What Schism?
His tag team, Schism. The Druids.
Gacy's tag team. Oh, with the Snuggies.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because, I didn't know they actually had a tag team name.
Dude, I wanted to kind of put a teaser on the thumbnail and on the advertisement for tonight, but it just didn't sound right. The Schism revealed.
Like, yeah, that sounds like Pornhub.
Yeah. 2 guys, 1 Gacy. Let's go.
2 guys, 1 Snuggie.
2 guys, 1 Snuggie.
And JD picks up the win after Cameron Grimes got his ankle caught up in the bottom 2 ropes. And he was just writhing in pain. That was a hell of a match if you like technical wrestling.
No, it was good though. It had a good pace to it, a good clip, and wow, yanked him. Is that his finisher? Like that drop back suplex? Like
I'm not sure because he's come back as this kind of new persona. So I don't know if they really. I don't know. I think the most that we saw him was when he attacked Breaker. So I don't know if he's really established.
Yeah, I kind of hit Breaker with the same thing, like almost an angle slam, but not quite. But yeah, he worked on that leg hard. He picked a body part and he picked it apart. Big debut win for JD. Like Nick said, I do think he's heading towards the clear answer here is that he's got Braun Breaker on his mind. We already saw what he did to Braun. So a little bit of a size mismatch, but I guess that would be the MO for JD would be focus on a body part and see if he can take the big man down.
Well, and now I have Gacy just shaking his head at Grimes. So are we going to see Gacy try and recruit Cameron Grimes?
I don't know. I mean, for me, I don't know what the fuck you can do with Cameron Grimes at this point, man. Like, Cameron Grimes can get up and down like a yo-yo.
Cameron Grimes versus Gunther for the Intercontinental Championship? Absolutely. Oh, hi, Thakita.
I'm trying to hear what
little Jean-Claude Van Damme shit there. Oh, and now next we get to hear from Cora Jade.
Here's my problem with Lions. Here's the kink in the armor. She looks amazing. She can wrestle. She's athletic. But like very much the majority of this show, again, it's like somebody in drama class doing a quick monologue. Like that's what it's like. You go back to high school
and there's theater class.
Over the top eye rolls and hand movements. It comes off very high school play.
Yeah, she's not great with the stick. Pause. But
Sorry, I got a commercial for the legends, the A&E legends and Bella Twins. Am I out of place in saying that the Bella Twins are overrated, overhyped, and I don't get it?
Not at all. I don't get it. They're celebrities that wrestled.
They were like transition wrestlers. Like it was like going like you were in the middle of like garbage and great.
To me, they're the face of the Johnny Ace era, and that's fitting that Johnny Ace is their stepdad.
Go figure. But there's some outlandish stories going around about his obviously with all these stories coming out about Mr. Johnny Ace, he might be living at the mansion with Vince right now. Never mind.
Just in the doghouse at Titan Towers.
He's fucking in every doghouse. Not allowed at Titan Towers. He's gonna go hang out with Vince. Yes, Ava Rain is Rock's daughter. Yes. Speaking of Rumbles, I am in trainee.
Yeah, you got that.
I'm in trainee Royal Rumble. Right on, Louie. In the shape Monday Night Raw is the Creative Wise. Where is this? Where it's a snooze fest. Do you think that Vince Russo? No. I'm not even reading the rest of the question. What? Where are you going with this? Could Raw do any worse around him? Yes, because. Well, no. At least it would be fucking entertaining at this point. I'm almost willing to concede this point. Jesus Christ, Nick.
Wait, are you trying to ask if Russo right now should be booking Monday Night Raw? Is that what I'm trying to read?
If Russo came back, would he? I mean, he can't do any worse. So fuck it, let him go.
No, this is not Cody Rhodes' peck right now. This is still creative. You can do more harm. Somehow, some way, that man would find to do more harm.
Yeah.
He would make it his mission. This man crippled 2 companies, and we'd want to try and still let him come back?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, like, I mean, listen, when you go to a company and you do such a bad job that people still to this day accuse you of working for the other company and you just were dropped in, that's fucking embarrassing. That's like if you ever fucking smashing one of your buddies in a game and if anyone ever looks at you and asks, are you trying? It's the worst shit ever.
Oh, yeah. Well, that's why I was like, so picture if you were working at McDonald's and somebody came up and you were fucking up your job so hard that they asked, do you secretly work at Burger King with how much you suck at your job right now?
Right.
Like that's the Vince Russo level of booking.
Now, here's the thing, and maybe he caught me in a moment of weakness, Ricky, but it would be fucking entertaining. I loathe
the car crash.
Look, you can go through our archives and see me just spout off about Vince Russo, which seems unfair because I don't even know the man. But regardless, what I do know,
fuck Russo.
Yeah. Well, wait. I thought you were pro Russo at one point.
When the hell? I
don't know. Maybe I'm just.
If you ever dreamt that, you must have. You better wake up and apologize.
But man, the point of Ricky's making though is. After the 3 hours of wrestling I watched last night, fuck it, bring on anybody. Anybody. Give anybody a shot.
Well, so as I think we talked about this a little bit earlier in our little group chat WWE is not happy with the SummerSlam card. And it's one of those like, well, no shit, so are we. Yeah. But we didn't book this. You guys did. They seem to every now and then just run into a situation to they're just throw up their hands and be like, can you believe they put this out there? Yeah, because you were the one that does it.
It's the funniest shit, right? Like, it doesn't make any sense. Like, who goes around like, can you believe how bad I fucked this up? Shit, right. I hate it. They're like, wait.
I can't believe we did this.
Like, oh, man, I fucking hate this color, right? Like,
I appreciate the honesty, but damn.
No, we agree. It's shit. A lot of it's been shit. Hell, you look through the last bunch of cards. They've been shit. I mean, and you've delivered a couple decent ones. Like Money in the Bank was a well-received pay-per-view, but you guys booked this shit. Like to me, it's right up there with we don't have anything for them right now. What the fuck? It's your job to have something for them.
Right. That's literally your one job. Right?
Like you said, you gave that Burger King and I was like, it's like walking into the joint and they're like, sorry, we don't have anything for you right now. Well, motherfucker, get on the grill. Let's go. I want some fucking food.
Speaking of terrible booking, though, right now I have Cora Jade in the ring. And of course, because she just turned heel, she must wear all black. And no skateboard now. Yeah. The skateboard's gone solo. You know, he's off
I
to
don't
go
like
challenge
her.
for Roman Reigns at, you know, Extreme Rules.
I don't like her. I don't care.
It's just, it's terrible. There's no depth to that character. That's what it is.
Chris has to.
But now she's all like, don't go there. Like, when did you turn into a Valley girl all of a sudden?
Yeah. Like, well, I had this vision of like maybe Cora Jade takes the title and she becomes the leader of Toxic Attraction.
But then what do you do with Mandy?
I don't fucking know, man. I'm making this shit up as I go along.
I think you move that three up as a unit,
They
and
don't
I
do
think
that.
then
Though.
you
So they
get say
send Mandy
Cora
back up.
versus Nikita.
True. Now, why are the tag team champions mad at each other? What the fuck?
Because they're going to get rid of them because they already lost the main roster ones and they can't figure that out. So they're like, well, people won't think about the main roster one if they don't see the NXT one.
Oh,
that will just act like this never happened. This is all just a bad dream.
What else we got here? I have no idea where we were. Oh yeah, okay. Russo. I think wrestlers just don't want to come in with their family's name on them. I get that. I don't mind having a character name. I don't. But whatever you are, you got to stick it. Like you got to be that forever.
Yeah, you do get that back and forth. You got like Orton came in as Randy Orton.
Yes.
So you do have those that come in, like we have Brock Anderson, Arn Anderson's son. You do have a few that take that lineage, and either whether you go away from it or whether you lean into it, at the end of the day, you have to make something of it, regardless.
Absolutely. Well, Cora's still talking on my TV. I don't know why that's still happening. She just sounds like a bratty teenager. Like I don't like it. I don't care.
The crowd's not even doing anything. You can see literally they're cut into the crowd and everyone's just like, right. Okay. Next.
Wait, what? Like she honestly sounds like a bratty teenager of like,
right, but she came down doing all that, whatever.
Yeah.
Like instead of, you know.
I just said I was going to Brad's for an hour. You don't need to freak out. What the hell? That's what we're getting from her, and it's barely any fan reaction.
Yeah.
Our friendship was a lie.
They did it pointlessly. We're not going to get anything, I feel, of sustenance from this because I'm actually looking at the poster for tonight's Battle Royal and Roxy isn't on it.
Is your 20 women on it?
Shit.
Fuck you, man. No, that's not very nice. I don't care for this at all.
It's just, it needs to be over. Where do you go from here? So why have the people your women's tag champs that just won the belts instantly turn heel on each other?
Right.
And they're not even going to compete probably for the women's championship.
This is still going. She is still rambling.
I don't know who rambles more, her or me.
Yeah, but you're fucking entertaining at least.
Yeah, that's true. I'm at least entertaining.
She's still going.
Oh, she's going to put it in the bin. She's going to put it in the trash like the Medusa.
Oh, is she really?
Yeah, because she's saying, as for this, as she talks about the tag.
Bye-bye belts.
See, we spoke about Russo and his shitty booking appeared.
That's what I mean. They're already fucking shit up. I mean, at least it'd be insane. Like, it couldn't be worse. I mean, we might just tune in to see what shit show's about to happen next.
Right, but that's how you ruin a company.
I mean, it would help my
Yes,
Monday
he
night.
did, the Medusa. Here's what I think of your title.
I don't even care. Okay?
Why was there a trash bin right there, right beside ringside? Why wasn't there in the last match? Did someone bring out a half full trash bin?
Who is aiding and abetting this situation? 25 years.
Oh,
Bear's
Zion
not
Quinn.
happy.
Yeah, he
Montez
looks like if
Ford.
Jason Momoa and Jason Statham had a child.
Montez Ford's want Lashley to join them and be the Hurt Profits. Speaking of the Hurt Profits, Cedric Alexander's in a tag team
with Mustafa Ali. I'm so glad that man, re-signed and came back and gave up on wanting his release to be in a tag team with Cedric Alexander.
Right.
Blech.
What are we doing? Now they're both
Yeah,
talented. It's a
why?
useless tag team because they're never going to go anywhere with it. Not at all.
Yeah, no, I don't get it. I get that their tag team division's kind of shallow at this point. Like we have the Hot Topic Raiders, my favorite team. You have the Usos, Street Profits, and then it starts to even kind of get thin there because now we don't have RK Bro anymore.
No.
Most of the good tag teams now went to AEW, to be honest. So I get the need for a tag team, but I feel like they both could do so much more as singles guys, especially Mustafa Ali took such a stance and push so much to kind of do what he wanted to do.
Mm-hmm.
And then now to be this, like, just really, dude, you settled for that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's doesn't make sense. But Ryan says everyone wants to be heel. Mandy Rose goes to SmackDown. I'm down.
I'd be okay with that.
Oh, I got Roderick.
Yeah, Roderick versus Damon Kemp. Baby Stevenson.
I'm looking forward to this one
too. What's that?
I'm looking forward to this match too. So,
yeah, this is going to be a hell of a wrestling match.
Boss Monster, how you doing tonight, buddy? How are things? I hope you're doing well, folks. Hope you guys are enjoying the show. We haven't forgot about you out there, but I hope everyone's enjoying NXT. Like we said, it is a snack card. We're going back into commercial. Remember, a very important week. This is my birthday week, so we're rocking out all week long. A little bit extra because why not? But tomorrow we're back. Fighter Fest. We have a barbed wire everything match. We got people up in a shark cage because we do cross-promotional deals. That's a stacked night as well. So don't miss out on Dynamite tomorrow. Nick, what else we got? Podcast.
No, I was just gonna run through it. Trust me, if you ain't subscribed, hit the bell notification, all of that by now. Boy, you about to miss out because the whole rest of this week is about to be stacked because we've got the barbed wire everywhere, shark cage in a mat, or suspended shark cage match, tie into Shark Week with Discovery, all of that between the Painmaker, Chris Jericho, and Eddie Kingston. And he's going to hurt him, and he's going to love it. And then Thursday, Let's Rumble podcast. Our recap. If you like us talking right now, then you're going to want to tune into Thursday because that's when we've got our buddy CJ on with us, and we're going through everything that's going on that's happening in the week in wrestling.
And just a quick note on that, not to interrupt your little flow here, but Let's Rumble, we have the three of us, and we will be bringing in guest spots as well. It's something we're looking forward to. So some weeks on the Let's Rumble podcast, and we do kind of take a peek at Impact as well on Thursdays, but we are rocking through. But we are working on bringing on guests for the Let's Rumble and see who else wants to argue with us. It's a mistake, though. It's a mistake, Nick.
Yeah. Your arms are too small to box with God. And then on Friday, we've got the doubleheader Friday. I don't know why I said Tuesday because we on Tuesday. But then we've got Roman Reigns and Brock Lesnar both coming back on SmackDown because we're 2 weeks out from SummerSlam, and those two big beefy boys are going to be in a last man standing match. And then Saturday, KJ's birthday. If you've been here from day one to, right now, you need to be here from KJ's birthday because shit's about to get wild.
It's going down.
And we've got Ring of Honor, Death Before Dishonor, Claudio Castagnolo versus Jonathan Gresham for the ROH Championship. And we've also got FTR versus the Briscoes too. If that alone doesn't know what's gonna, and what a hell of a way for KJ to celebrate his birthday, then talking to you fine, lovely people and watching FTR and the Briscoes go to town.
Yeah, it's going to be a day, folks. It's going to be a week, and great job on that, Nick, running through all the shit that we are up to and doing. And you never know when we're going to pop up on a surprise breaking news story or anything else. But thank you for being here. I see a tons an exaggeration, but I see a lot of new faces in the chat, some names I don't really recognize or aren't overly familiar. So thank you for being here. Like, subscribe, join the family. Check us out on social media. Check out our t-shirt. It's kicking around. Check out all tees as well. And more information is coming your way on that. We got more things in the works. And when you go over our social, check out all tees. Their logo is usually up there, but I had to switch something up. But
it's always up to something season over here. You know, big things popping, little things stopping. You know, how you doing? Keep it moving.
Where are we going? WWE.
Yes, we are that. Okay, so we're back a little bit. Let's try and catch up here. Oh, also, because I'm just seeing it right now. Happy birthday to Victor, and I guess just because CJ ain't gonna be here, I'm gonna say happy birthday for him too. And cut the shit.
There you go. Cool gimmick twins. I'm out of
Who's what?
They gotta stop doing these fucking backstage confessionals.
It's like the real world NXT.
Yeah, it's fucking brutal. They're
so Nikita bad. Said that I didn't have nice hair, and it just upset me so much.
Dusty Rhodes is somewhere just spinning, pissed off. That
but then we go from that, and we've now got Damon Kemp, Gable Stevenson's brother, versus Roderick Strong, the last man standing from Undisputed Era, who wants out of NXT and wants actually to get moved up. Feels like he's kind of spinning his wheels. So
he's a prisoner of war, buddy. He's a prisoner of war. That's unfortunate for Roddy, but he's trapped, and that's what it is. You're gonna pay for what all your fucking friends did. Sorry.
POW Strong.
Russo literally just said last week that he would book Logan Paul to dethrone Roman. All right, I changed my mind. Thank you, Daryl Brown.
Yeah.
It's not
this
even
is why this man should never have anything to do with professional wrestling as long as he's alive.
Honestly, I can't believe people even listen to the shit he says, because the minute he starts talking, he sounds stupid.
He's up there with the greatest salesman of all time.
I give him credit on that one. I will say that. Why is that people always blame Vince Russo? Because he wasn't responsible, but he was kind of like the gasoline on the fire. It was burning, but he fucking let it ablaze.
Yeah, and then him plus Bischoff combined, that was just asking for trouble right there.
Ryan, and good call out to Raven. I do one of my faves, but he said WCW was just a different audience, and it was. They came up with that NWA, that a completely different vibe, dude.
Yeah, they tried to do the New York Vince McMahon. Oh wow, he just threw Roderick Strong, like literally swung that man like a child before he slammed him like twice.
Well, he's a thick dude.
That's sure. He's got just. That's the type of strength of he gets a hold of you and you ain't going anywhere.
Oh, that was cool.
I think it wouldn't be a bad idea to if and when Gable goes to NXT or WWE, have those two as a tag team, almost like the Steiner brothers.
Yeah, not a bad idea.
But back to what we were talking about with WCW. They grew. It was Jim Crockett Promotions and all that beforehand. It was very much a deep Southern rooted cable company, cable time slot, everything around there was on that traditional Memphis Southern style wrestling, not the New York McMahon style of wrestling. So it was a whole different product that they were trying to force into there.
Sorry, I'm trying to refresh my shit. Getting mad. I'm tired of being behind you.
Blame Canada. Blame.
Fucking hell. Where were we with this? We're catching up, I think. Wait. What's up, Boss Monster? Good to see you. Valdez said, to be fair, you didn't cripple TNA and WCW, man. I don't know. It's a coin toss. Yeah, again, I think TNA
didn't just cripple.
What? What's that?
No, he's saying, to be fair, he didn't cripple TNA and WCW. What do you mean didn't cripple? Yeah, he ran one out of business, and the other one's just the Harry Potter of professional wrestling, just the company that lived. It's
fucking hell.
Yeah, that is Vince Russo is he who shall not be named. He is the Voldemort of professional wrestling.
I still get baffled because when I hear him talk, I'm like, how the fuck did he talk anybody into anything ever? Because the minute he, bro, what
exactly. You need a translator. Follow the bouncing ball.
Anyway, Boss Monster for the third time. How you doing, buddy? Was Vince Russo making the business decisions in terms of how much money they see then on screen talent was making? With WCW, I believe no.
No, that was
None of it.
Bischoff, and then in TNA it was Dixie Carter.
It was definitely Dixie, but I think Vince had a very good ear with Dixie, so to speak.
Yeah. Well, so did Jarrett too.
Yeah, well, we saw how that all worked out, though, right?
Yeah.
So, fucking shit show. Some love. When the Miz is one of your longest running talent, you're in trouble. Ryan, it's a hell of a point. I mean, Miz has done well for himself. I like him at certain points. I'm at the point now where Miz kind of fits in the Dolph Ziggler, Sheamus category of like, fuck, y'all are still here. Like, what are you doing? I'm just tired of seeing you come out and be that again. This is over.
Yeah.
Just stuck in the middle the whole for a decade.
Well, yeah, he's super talented and everything, but he's never one of those guys that you're gonna absolutely top of the marquee.
Yeah,
I could see unless he's the heel getting beat up.
Kemp is on fire, by the way.
Oh, he's just he's taking it to Roderick Strong, just throwing this man all over the place.
Poor Roddy. Let the man go. We should start a petition. You know, we
free need Roddy there. Oh, right. Tees. Do a free Roddy shirt.
Yeah, we need some free Roddy shirts. Poor fucker.
Now he's got Anthony Soprano there, Tony D'Angelo.
Really?
Up on the Titantron.
Oh, so things are just getting better for him.
Yeah, they're play fighting with the Creed brothers. So
hello,
the
Anthony.
Diamond Mine is imploding or being dismantled.
Okay, good. But why?
Because they don't know what to do with them anymore because they've released half of them. And what the hell?
Those are really shitty looking kicks.
Uh-huh. Wait till you see the end. This is confusing. He hit him with the high knee, and then 1, 2, 3, and then just
rolled out,
runs off, and is telling him, "Come on, yeah, we gotta save them. Even though I just beat your ass, we were just kicking the shit out of each other. But come on."
Oh, fucking hell, ladies and gentlemen, what?
And then we go from that to Eurovision here.
But you see, there's a fucking clip to the show. They didn't even who cares what's happening in the back? We got to get to the next thing. Like, and I don't mind it because at least it makes the chaos tolerable, right? Because you don't have to.
That's a bit of that Russo style of, all right, we can't let anything breathe for any sort of time because we instantly going right to something else.
Yeah, but I think in a show like this, like if you take a moment to breathe, it can be a bad thing, and it's their way of not letting you
realize how shit it is.
What the fuck? There was a scramble, and he kneed his buddy in the face, and then pinned him. Then said, "Let's go help our guys." Why didn't he just say, "Let's go help our guys"?
Right. Screw this match. Double count out. Why did you need to knee him in the face?
But I guess this is the angle of like Roddy's the bad guy and
Country Joe.
Unlikely UK champions of any sport
Kentucky
ever.
Waterfall here.
The Kentucky Waterfall here.
Well, no, Brooks and Dunn there. I was seeing them. They were backstage getting hyped up, and one looks like the country version of Joe Gacy, and the other's got the nice little curly Kentucky Waterfall there going, the mullet.
Oh, it's aggressive. Shit. Who else do we got here? Did we read this? Have corny NXT, have Paul Heyman run SmackDown, give Russo Raw, and the chaos will ensue. Listen, that's fucking insane. First off, Corny wouldn't last 5 minutes in 2022 NXT. He might as well just fucking walk into a revolving door and go back out the other side and be like, "I did it."
Right. That's if you've ever seen the Abe Simpson meme there, to where he walks in, where Bart's in the female club, to where he walks in, takes his hat off, puts it on the rack and everything, sees Bart, turns around, picks it up, puts it back on, and walks right out the door. Yeah. That's what that would be, especially if you're having Jim Cornette, coming back to WWE in 2022,
You can't
going
sue
to
him.
NXT, and also he's going to be working in the same company as Vince Russo. Boy,
Yeah,
you
but
have a
ignore that
head
part.
on somebody because one of them going to die.
No, my favorite part of that suggestion is, man, is the idea of picturing like Jim having a one-on-one conversation with, you pick it, Cora, Tiffany. Just could you imagine Jim trying to convey his thought process to someone like Tiffany?
Oh,
What?
there'd be so many, could you believe he said this to me? If he's just
Don't give
telling
her
her
the one-hand push-off.
right.
Fucking, oh my God. What? What do you
You
mean?
fucking wasted talent. Well, and then two is Jim would be having to develop talent to go up to either Paul's show or Vince's show.
And he
So
would
he would be
just
having to try
fucking
and
funnel
develop
everyone
talent
to
for Russo.
Russo has one fucking wrestler on it because Jim won't give him any.
Exactly. It'd just be Vince versus, the refs.
Yeah, pretty much, right? And he'd make it into a match,
Oh, he'd
fucking
just sit there and, have backstage segments or just cut promos on the fans or something.
probably. But
All right, we got way off track there.
no, that was fun. I like the thought of what the fuck that all means. But yeah, no, Cornette's an HR nightmare, and you can't
that would just be chaos. If you think there's controversies and hush money and payments and everything coming out in WWE right now because of it, add Russo and Cornette into that mix too. Oh God.
I would pay good money to watch Jim Cornette do the sensitivity training required to return to NXT, or not return, but to join NXT as any type of job. That would be worth the money. Take a fucking camera with Jim to sensitivity training. Yeah,
just set a timer until he explodes.
Pretty much. If you could get by, why is Vince Russo on topic tonight?
I have no idea. I think someone brought him up, and then we just kind of gone on that tangent.
For some reason, I see Corny as GM at Ring of Honor. Yeah, but I mean, Jim's been, his time with Ring of Honor ended up being infamous. He's not going to be anywhere near it. Would it be nice? Does Jim have the potential? Look, you can't argue. Jim's forgotten more than most of us will ever remember about wrestling.
Mm-hmm.
The man's a walking fucking encyclopedia. I will give him credit, but there's two things. One, he's not always right. And, that old-timey Smoky Mountain yeehaw wrestling, not all of it was pretty. So sometimes looking back on it, like it's just a gem, is really interesting to me. But I don't know. I think Jim has a lot of potential, but he's not going to go anywhere near the flips and tricks. You know how he feels about the Young Bucks, Kenny, and all those wonderful people. So, yeah, it's not going to happen. That was a long one.
No, absolutely. It was one of those of he has a ton of potential, and that's someone who I would want to see, honestly, actually try and kind of guide Tony Khan as far as on the creative side, because I feel like Tony Khan appreciates that kind of old school style of wrestling, while WWE's very much moved away from that. But I think this man is so far removed and in his own world that it's just at this point that ship has sailed. It's not going to go anymore. All kind of thoughts about him coming back, I think he would just be in, like KJ was saying, an HR nightmare in any company that he worked in. And I think he would just, there's nothing that's going right now that would be interesting enough. What the fuck are these men wearing? Sorry. So Pretty Deadly, Eurovision. How are these men not maximum male models? Because that's exactly what they are doing. They are wearing pretty much, if you remember, like the Jeff Hardy top to where it was just up here and then like arm part, like the sleeves. Like if you had half a Jeff Hardy shirt, that's what they're wearing in cow print with brown pants and undersized cowboy hats on right now. This is just, I understand that they're trying to, I guess, make fun of Brooks and Dunn. I know that that's not their real name, but it's the best that I can remember for them. But just how are these two not in the maximum male model? Like, how was that not? If you're going to do that whole thing, then just leave it at NXT and have them do it there. You could have there. I could believe Max Dupree competing for a world championship or competing for a title. In WWE, no, he's just a manager, backstage personality. But where did we leave? Raven was meant for his for ECW. His WCW and WWE run was trash. Love Raven. Yeah, Raven. Scott Levy actually had one of the best minds for the business when it came to psychology and everything. At times, he went a little too far, kind of pushed it a little too much, like with the whole crucifixion thing that turned Kurt Angle away from ECW to even in WCW, to where he killed his own creation of. It turned out Raven was actually really this spoiled little rich kid that wanted to, just was angsty and really liked, grunge music, but was a trust fund baby. He has a great mind, but I think he's one of those people that needs a rev limiter on him. But a hell of a talent in the ring. He's one of my favorite wrestlers of all time. Ronda Rousey returns Friday too. Yes, she does. And we're still setting up for her versus Liv at SummerSlam, although Natalya keeps popping up in a lot of stuff. So I wonder if they're going to make that into a triple threat. Unless they have, and I'm misremembering, or I'm predicting it from the future. The world may never know. Thank you. Yes, I'm a nerd. So right now I'm getting the intros for Brooks and Dunn and Pretty Deadly squaring off to the ring. Who do you guys have for this match? I'm interested that it's the NXT UK championships being defended on NXT 2.0. I think, honestly, I would go with Pretty Deadly. I think Brooks and Dunn, maybe they move to the main roster or regular NXT 2.0. Why? This man looks like he got Pocahontas pants on because he's got the little frillies on the side. Anyways, sorry. Loved him in ROH and TNA too. Yeah, Raven's kind of one of those guys. He's been a bit of everywhere. I feel like a lot of those ECW guys have been, they're the Johnny Cashes of wrestling. I've been everywhere, man. Brooks Jensen, Josh Briggs for the win. Okay. Yeah, that's the thing is, I guess this is one that could go either way. This isn't one that there's a clear-cut favorite. Do you guys remember New Jack and Smoky Mountain Wrestling? Absolutely. That was some of the best stuff that New Jack ever did. I think that's honestly a bit better than his stuff in ECW, because people in ECW appreciated and really liked it, and that fit that style. He looked so out of place in Smoky Mountain that it made it so unique and it made it so interesting and entertaining. That's really what it comes down to with me. Yes, no, I do take the vitamins. I'm not sure what exactly was referencing there, but yes, I'm a big fan of the vitamins. And right now we have, why does this man have Daisy Dukes on? But we have Brooks and Dunn in control. So I'm not going to lie, folks. This is probably the least entertaining match on tonight. I'm trying to get behind it. But I guess this is a good time to try and catch up on these comments. Screw it all. Give all control of Raw to Triple H. Absolutely. I think I'm right there with you, Victor. I think right now Hunter should be the head of the company right now. I think Steph's just kind of there as a figurehead. I think Hunter's the one really pulling all the strings. That's why you're seeing this move to TV 14. That's why you're seeing the indie wrestlers, getting tryouts and everything now. Why we're hearing talks about, why we're even talking about guys like Jim Cornette or Vince Russo or Paul Heyman coming and doing creative versus Bruce Pritchard, Johnny Ace. Yeah, I think Hunter is the guy. I know, especially if he still can't go because of his heart condition and everything. I think that's what he does. He's the next generation. He's the unofficial McMahon that's going to carry it on. Nick, I think what would benefit Jensen, Briggs, and Henley is possibly to have a mouthpiece to do all the talking. For example, JBL. Yeah, that wouldn't be bad. I mean, I know JBL still does some stuff with the company. He's on a couple of the watch show panels and all of that. So it would be interesting to see him maybe as a mouthpiece, but then you would have to, if you're going to do them with JBL, you have to do them heel. I don't think, sorry, but JBL can't be a babyface ever. It's just part of his gimmick, part of him. There's no way that man could ever be cheered. Cora Wright cast, there's no tag team champ when you go to the main roster. Yeah, well, that's why I think they kind of imploded the NXT women's tag division, because Sasha and Naomi walked out, and they were supposed to have this tag team tournament to decide new champions after they unprofessionally left. But we haven't heard any talk about it since then. And there's even speculation that they've both quietly been released and that they're kind of sneaking it under the rug because of all this news with Vince. So I think I think WWE is very much trying to just pretend like the women's tag divisions never happened.
Yeah, it feels that way. And it also feels like, I mean, I could possibly, based on the circumstance, like, look, you walk down on us, we'll release you, but you shut your mouth until your 90 days is up. We don't want to hear a thing. You know, sign this NDA. We're famous for it.
We got a bunch of these. Vince left a bunch of these.
We have a stack. Here, sign one.
Right. Vince had these right on his desk. Can you believe it?
Dude, Triple H is the next Vince. Listen, I'm a huge Triple H fan, and I was a fan of Triple H as a wrestler. And I mean, where you talk about the possibility of TV 14, you got to remember, like, Triple H was one of the biggest proponents of what we saw during the Attitude Era. Like, he was one of the front runners of Suck It and
right.
and the dirty jokes and pushing the envelope. Still to this day, one of my favorite things is when him and Sean did the PSA about the foul language. It's one of the best things ever. If I put that on right now, I'd pop. Like, it happens every time. So, and then of course we saw what Triple H has done with NXT. He's got a wrestling mind. He's been around wrestling forever. If he is now being more involved, and this is why we're seeing, like, no, we should be looking at some indie guys. Why the fuck would we need seasoned guys to come in? We need guys and girls. We need people with some notoriety, because that makes the pop worth it. If someone like fucking, pick the name out of NXT, if they debuted on Raw right now, nobody would really be beside themselves, with the exception of maybe Braun Breaker.
Right.
Anyone else?
And did you hear what his click buddy there said on his podcast, that he called NXT, Kevin Nash called NXT 2.0 a spot fest, and that they need to slow down.
Well, and that's what we talked about here tonight. And that, well, I mean, obviously someone like Kevin Nash is going to be a proponent of slowing shit down, because not many were as slow as Kevin Nash.
Right, but even you had Randy Orton talking about, well, yeah, that man was like a fucking iceberg, or a glacial ice. But yeah, the man tore 2 quads. But even with Randy Orton's interview on Pat McAfee tour, is talking about with some of the younger guys tour that accidentally end up, actually clocking them because they don't know how to work that well. They'd end up laying it in too stiff.
Well, Nick, we talked about it here, like, over the last while. We've made note on these streams about the number of athletes that bleed accidentally in every fucking episode.
Right. Like, Money in the Bank was so bad. Like, you had Bobby Lashley bleeding from his mouth. You had a couple other people just get busted open out of nowhere just because somebody, zigged when they should have zagged.
Well, and I mean, it's funny because going back to someone like Cornette, you hear the old guys say, like, and they're right, like, the punches and the kicks used to look, for the most part, a lot more authentic than they do now. Yet somehow people are getting hurt more.
Because I don't know, just kind of awkwardly trying to throw a fake punch and you fuck around and actually connect.
Yeah, and I mean, I think an example, we saw it with Natty and Liv as of late. Like that match that Liv had with Natty, where Liv's throwing a drop kick and Natty's not even ready for it. You know what I mean? Like,
oh yeah,
they're just on to the next move. Like they're so trained, and you see it with NXT of like it becomes a dance. It becomes a choreographed routine instead of wrestling.
Oh yeah, it goes very much from, this actually seems like this is in their suspension of disbelief is actually able to happen versus, all right, these guys are just trying to work out the next spot in this routine.
Vince needs to go right now. I mean, he's on the verge. I mean,
I think he has gone.
Yeah, I think he's gone, right? He
didn't come out with it then now together.
Yeah, right? We stopped seeing him on TV for a day at least. I like stiff, but when you do it all the time, it makes it like the UFC. I mean, stiff's one thing, but clumsy is another.
Yeah, you can work stiff. Go if you want to see the closest thing to UFC in professional wrestling that you will see. Go and watch Josh Barnett's Bloodsport.
Mm-hmm.
And those matches are fantastic. And there's no ropes, and it's stiff as all hell. You can lay it in stiff and still have it be a good match. It's just awkward.
Yeah, and I mean, you have like guys like Shinsuke, the King of Strong Style. We're known for stiff, and we're known for laying them in and putting them in the right places hard. But I mean, shit, man. Again, when you're just in this rush, and we see it a lot where the move that was supposed to happen didn't happen, and they end up not knowing what to do, right? Like there's a botch, but they don't know how to get out of it, so they end up like clunkily repeating what they were like the next step in the process, and it's not good.
Well, and you kind of hit it up on the head there when you were talking before about Nikita Lyons' promo of she seems like a girl in a drama class, like a college or university drama class. That's what this whole pretty much program to me for the most part feels like. You have a few bright spots like Braun Breaker, Solo Sikoa, Cameron Grimes, JD McDonagh that can actually go.
Jensen is
and then you have a lot of people that are still just trying to hope that they get a B in or at least a C in the class. I mean,
yeah, just flat rehearsed. But with that being said, we'll see you in a moment, Mr. Nick. New QR code. I haven't seen it yet, CJ, in case I might have missed it when I stepped away for a second, but I haven't seen the new QR code as of yet, but we'll keep an eye out for it. And we'll see if it's just, numbers again, and if the numbers mean anything. Lots of mysteries around the WWE right now, so that's good. Love Josh Barnett, but there's a time and place for being stiff. Yeah, I mean, the Bloodsport, I thoroughly enjoyed the last Bloodsport over WrestleMania weekend. We watched part of it live with the fans because Joey Janela's Spring Break 2, the second part of it, was an absolute dumpster fire. So it's the only show in history of this channel that we turned off and quit on. So we ended up watching Josh Barnett instead. It's stiff, but I like how they do it. I mean, there's still wrestling moves. Again, the gratuitous blood and a guy like Moxley who bleeds every fucking wrestling match. The guy bled, off a clothesline to the chest. That's what she said. Oh, Nick. But big shout out to Mr. Brand, one of the family members here at the Wrestling for Life Network. Most of you know that by now. But if you're new here, that's CJ. Nick is on break. I'm Every Night KJ White. And if you haven't liked or subscribed yet, do it. Remember, I keep kind of milking this one, but when you got the spotlight and somebody gives you a microphone, even if it's yourself, use it. So yes, folks, we are in my birthday week. We're heading towards Saturday. This week is going to be chaos. This match for me has come to an end. Pretty deadly lose. The champs retain. So one of the most unlikely NXT UK champs ever. A big shout out to CJ Victor. I like it. Give him hell. Yes, I told you the champs retain. So Victor called it. I agree. I didn't expect them to have the belts, but now that they do, it's just surprising to me. So now a little bit of a controversial ending with Daisy Duke getting involved, but here we go. They held on. And by the way, I think I was in the middle of saying if you haven't liked or subscribed, please do so. Wednesday, tomorrow, we are here for Dynamite. It's going to be chaos. A barbed wire anything match. We're going to put some people up in a shark cage. What else is going on? Christian Cage is going to team with Luchasaurus. So we're going to see that. My apologies. I'm being interrupted by Gacy. Now remember, he's going to reveal the identity of Schism. They really should reconsider the name Schism for this particular tag team. Pillars of Inclusion. Hello, KJ and Big Nick. Are you guys doing a live stream for Ric Flair's last match, July 31st? Yes. So here's the cool part. This Saturday, Death Before Dishonor, July 23rd, my birthday, you guarantee our Saturday shows are always off the hook. They're crazy. Everybody comes out on a Saturday night, and we have such a good time. Now, for all those out there who are listening and can hear me, do me a solid. Tell everybody you know to pop on, even for a minute, on Saturday night. Be here. Blow up this fucking channel. Do me a happy birthday wish, and we'll have a record-breaking night on Saturday. Then we go through all next week, all the shows, go-home shows for SummerSlam, and then we hit SummerSlam, and the night after SummerSlam, our live stream, another Saturday night. This is a good reason to party. Fuck it. Long weekend in July for some people. But the next day, Ric Flair's final match, we will be here live. Loaded weekend. We can't wait. The channel is going nonstop. So just tune in, like, subscribe, hit the little bell. You never know when we're going to pop up, but be a part of the family. Okay. Wait, what the fuck? All right, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to need somebody to fill me in on who Schism is. It would be the grizzled young vets as Schism Jism. Is that who that is? No. Jism Schism. That's not cool. Happy early birthday, man. August 10th. Team Leo. That's absolutely it. That's why I like lions, right? So there we go. Actually, it's everywhere. So absolutely. So early birthday to you. Hopefully you'll be here sometime around your birthday, and we'll remind everyone. Did he just say Jism? Yes. Chism. Schism. So, am I crazy, Nick? Was that the grizzled young vets? Because that would be fucked. I didn't recognize either dude. Where are we with these comments? Dynamite usually better than Raw and SmackDown. Listen, we just did our half-year awards. We did the Lifeys, where wrestlers and shows got to take home their very own Golden KJ Award. And Dynamite was the number one show so far of 2022. If you haven't seen our half-year review or our half-year awards, go check that out. That video was fun to do. It was awesome. It was myself, Bubbles Johnson, and Nick. And yeah, we kind of went over the last 6 months and then some of the top categories and some fun categories as well. Dynamite was the top show. It's been the most entertaining show, the most consistent show of 2022. I know some WWE fans are going to be like, you're crazy, but Raw's a shit show. Raw doesn't give us anything of value. Raw struggles often, and it's upsetting. We did 3 hours last night. It was a fucking grind to get through 3 hours live. If it wasn't for CJ and Nick and I kind of shooting the shit and laughing, and you fans out there joining in, it's brutal. It's hard to get through 3 hours of Raw. Now, NXT, you might not like what's happening, but it's entertaining in some way, and it's just going. At least it's a fast 2 hours. I'll give them credit for that. Dynamite, it's not always a gem. I think AEW fans have a bad habit of being like, that show was a 10 every week. They're not all 10s, and some of them are outright not great at all. However, I think Tony's got to rearrange some of his booking, but Dynamite has been the most consistent show. Like I said, Impact's been good this year. SmackDown's been the best WWE product we got, I think, more than most. So it's hard to argue that. And I mean, some people might disagree with me, but fuck, the WWE product is lacking. So we're all optimistic for better. I subscribe, first time checking out the channel. I fuck with it. Yes. Thank you. Thank you for being here. Thank you for joining us. And we do this all the time. So stay posting. I got it. I greatly appreciate the subscriber. We appreciate all our subscribers, and we treat it like fam. And we do our best to click on every comment that comes through. Some nights are easier than others, and me and Nick never tend to shut the fuck up. So it's we do our best, folks, but we appreciate the love, and let's blow up this week. Let's have a good week. We're climbing towards 500 subs, 20 weeks. Tomorrow is our 20-week birthday. That's what we're going to call it. I think. I keep fucking that up. Let me check while I'm live so I get it right this time. No, I lied. See, I'm always lying. Next week is our 20-week. So tomorrow is 19 weeks live. So I was always 1 week ahead when I give you guys that update. But yeah, tomorrow marks 19 weeks as a channel. It's been a quick turnaround and a sprint. Oh shit! I didn't know what the hell was on TV. It was a ladies' razor commercial. They get real in tight nowadays. Yep, Dynamite is Dushes. There you go, Boss Monster. What's Nick got for me? We may ramble, but we don't go home till you do. And the wrestling may suck, but we never do. I like that the little add-on there. That's cute, man. Welcome. See, we're fam. I like it. I love the love. I love how you call it like you see it, KJ. Man, that's all I can do. I'm not always right. I'm just making this shit up just as much as you guys. All I know is, we're diehard wrestling fans. This channel is built around fans. A lot of people that have been in that chat end up on this screen, and we take great pride in that. And speak of the devil.
Right, like me, exactly. Because, our shit is real, our shit is raw, our shit is authentic. And if you're talking about wrestling, you better put that for life with it.
But you are fucking rolling.
Yeah.
So now we still got Wes Lee trying to figure his life out.
Yeah, the man that tag teams forgot. And now we've got Braun Breaker coming out right now. But yeah, because you mentioned them before, I figured I'd show everybody, all the new subscribers, all the new people in the chat and everything. Yeah. That is the golden KJ, and that is in no way a Braun Strowman action figure that I painted gold, It might be missing a CYN tag somewhere or something, but,
Right.
Absolutely. You too, people, could be a golden KJ award winner if you...
I don't know.
If you blow this whole channel up, blow this chat up, everything just boom on Death Before Dishonor, July 23rd, KJ's birthday. Ring of Honor coming back for its second show under AEW. Fastest growing channel on wrestling YouTube. I know I even tend to not like adding the preamble on there of wrestling. I think we're just the fastest growing channel on YouTube right now.
Yeah, I just didn't want to
got our own merch out, got our own awards out, big things popping, little things stopping.
That's it. The only reason I say wrestling channel because there's probably some kid out there making like nose picking videos that get.
There's some Minecraft video that that's still like 5 billion views or something,
right, per day bullshit. But we appreciate the love, folks, and let's blow up this week and then continue to blow up. This channel's been nothing but fun. So Braun Breaker's in the ring. Chris Statlander, Athena, Willow Nightingale versus Jade Cargill, Layla tomorrow and done. Is that all that? Is that a thing? I didn't realize that was announced. That monster match.
I mean, I'm here for it. They already sold me on a barbed wire everywhere Shark Cage match. So anything else after that's just gravy.
I don't want to take too much away from NXT, but we'll talk about it tomorrow a little bit. They really got Tony's got to dial back and be a little more creative in his booking, because you can't just keep giving us blood and gore matches. You can't keep giving us no DQ. You can't keep giving us gimmick on top of gimmick on top of gimmick on top of gimmick.
Especially with this feud. This feud has had the Anarchy in Arena, blood and guts, and now a barbed wire everywhere. Like, Jesus Christ.
Yeah, if this isn't the end of the feud, what's next?
Well, it's like that thing, somebody gonna get hurt real bad.
Yeah. Fellow Canadian, big shout out to Wrasslin. Yeah, no, I didn't know that match was fully announced with all them people in it. Yep, Dynamite is the shit. I read that one already. GYV.
Oh, yep, see, McDonagh's now calling out Breaker, and he's got a random ass mannequin behind him, like he's backstage in costume.
Hot Topic.
No, there's no,
Wait,
romance shirt on it or anything.
Yes, absolutely. Welcome to the show. And bad creative on Raw. That is the problem. I don't even think it's bad creative. I honestly think it's lazy creative. And,
I don't think it's at times just on Raw. I think it's throughout the company.
Oh, the dummy is fucking weird, dude.
Yeah, a little bit.
I haven't looked at
and he's doing like a breakdown, like a,
I'm going to fuck up your shoulder.
The head bone's connected to the neck bone.
Sorry, I haven't looked at JD once since he started talking. I'm looking over his shoulder at that dummy the entire time.
It's got markers are coming out here. We're getting an anatomy.
Look, even Braun's like, what? Huh?
Right.
This is where this smarts, right? Like, you show JD and then you pan out, and then the dummy becomes relevant when you need to talk about it.
Right, exactly.
The dummy just ominously behind him takes away all your focus.
Just looking at him like, yeah, you tell him.
Dylan, welcome. Good to see you. Thank you for being here tonight. How do you feel about the tag team titles? Which ones,
That's
Dylan?
the thing, is there's too many damn titles and all these companies.
Just the Usos having them. I think the tag team division shit. I wish there was more teams. I'm tired of watching the Street Profits.
But that's the problem, though. That's the thing right there. Is it's not that the Usos are shit, or that even them having both titles are shit. It's that there's no other people that can challenge them.
Mm-mm. And the thing is, I don't even think the Street Profits are shit. I'm just sick of looking at them. I'm sick of hearing them. I'm sick of the shtick. I'm sick of the, oh, great, one of you guys versus one of those guys. One of you guys.
But they don't have anyone else,
next one. All right, Braun just said something derogatory about the mannequin. We got problems. What's up? Getting some love from Boss Monster Nick.
What up, boss?
Great American Bash is soon, next week.
Great American Bash already happened.
It passed, right? Okay, so that's when he dropped him to the table. My bad.
Yeah.
Completely had a flatline moment. I got an idea. Let's put an extra K on Braun Breaker's names. So cool. Yeah, I don't get it. That's all right. Once upon a time, I knew a person that added 2 Ks. It wasn't good at all. Vince don't like tag teams much. No, he really doesn't know what the fuck to do with tag teams. And I think tag team wrestling is great. I've always been such a big fan of good tag team wrestling, but that's where I don't even care for, like, when you get an FTR match, I love it. When you get a Young Bucks match, I don't love it. So there's a difference. And the big part of that is rules and how it's played and how you work it out. But Vince hates tag teams. He loves singles tag teams.
It's this weird symbiotic thing between the performer and the booking of, if you've got 5 minutes, then you have to do with what you can in those 5 minutes. And it's what you do with that, or whether it's 15 minutes, what have you. It's, yes, there should be more of a focus on tag team wrestling, but it's also, the talent needs to support that claim that they need to actually go in the ring.
Sorry, I got sidetracked by Solo and Vaughn at SmackDown. So not NXT went out of their way. Now they're pointing out that both those men were present at SmackDown.
I've heard that they might be getting called up.
Yeah, well, that's the rumor, and here they are at SmackDown. Von Wagner beating the living shit out of Solo. Solo walked in with a real comfortable swag in that interview. we know his lineage. He seems to have something. It'll really be interesting on how they introduce him to the WWE universe and where they put him and how they position him. I don't know. We'll wait and see.
Oh, yeah, well, next, by the way, we're getting Axiom, their generic version of Spider-Man or whatever Marvel superhero.
I feel like it's like a Green Arrow bullshit.
Well, no, because he's got his little mask and they did the whole comic thing, and it's just so terrible to me that they took a kid and just did this with him.
But is that not like the whole Green Arrow gimmick? Like Ollie is, during the day he's a rich kid, but he's smart and he's got his own little lab, like
a little bit. He's a little Batman too.
Shits. Yeah, right. I don't know.
Yeah, well, it's just dumb either way. We're sitting here trying to reach to make excuses for them being dumb.
Is it like? I mean, I feel like they're hijacking a bit of Trey Miguel's gimmick here.
Yeah, but Trey Miguel is actually good and makes it cool.
It's really cool.
Yeah,
really well done.
But now back to what you were talking about with Solo and Von Wagner. Now, could you see Von Wagner, Gunther, and Ludwig Kaiser as a trio?
Yes. The minute you said that, I don't mind it at all. Especially because he's already Von Wagner. That fits.
Right. The name fits.
It fits.
If the name fits, wear it.
Now coming to the ring, Wanger. Did he say wanker? No. All right, where are we going with this? I'm back in commercial, by the way, folks, if anyone's following along at home. Yeah, I agree with you. Tag team wrestling is great when done right. What happens to the women's tag titles? They're gone.
They're trying to pretend and make everyone forget about it. They're pulling out the Men in Black, the neuralizer of, just look at Cora Jade's skateboard breaking before it made contact. Now, forget that there was ever women's tag titles in WWE.
Sorry, I'm late. You don't have to be sorry for being late. We're here all night long. So, yeah, you get here when you get here. Life happens.
I was going to say, you can't be late when we're here 24/7, basically.
Yeah, we're always fucking here. Now you're late.
Right.
No, I mean, we appreciate any second somebody spends on this channel. So thank you for making it here. Thank you for feeling apologetic for being late. But we do appreciate that, Pink Ranger. QR. I haven't seen the QR yet. Have you?
No, I haven't yet. I mean, I hopefully didn't talk through one, but no, I'm surprised.
Is that someone said it was potentially the date they officially are TV 14 across the whole company? I was like, that's a reach. Where did you even put those dots together?
Yeah,
8, 10, whatever.
I don't know what to make with any of this at this point.
Only thing about the AEW tag team wrestling, and that's only thing good about AEW is the tag. No, I disagree. Damien, I think the tag team division in AEW had gone downhill. In the beginning, it was really highlighted, and there was a lot of tag matches. I don't feel like their tag team division is as marquee as it used to be. I think the Jurassic Express title run was lackluster. I don't think a lot of people cared for it. They weren't overly convincing champions. I don't know. It's just not, it doesn't have the sizzle it used to. There's teams there. They just need, I don't think Tony's maximizing his tag team division.
I think it's good, just not in the way that they want it to be. They want the Young Bucks. They want, all of them. They want Red Dragon towards the front because we still do have them, even though they're right now kind of floating in the water. But you have teams like Keith and Swerve. You have teams like Starks and Hobbs that are both kind of picking up steam right now. You have 7-star FTR, the best tag team in probably honestly the past decade in professional wrestling. I think we're going to see the Briscoes in AEW at some point, despite what some people want to say, what some executives feel. I think that's going to happen at some point. But I was going to say, of course, I'm rambling as you pull up the "We May Ramble" comment.
Sorry, I got distracted by Roddy. All right, so we got beef now between Tony and the Diamond Mind. Roderick Strong joins Tony.
Nah, he needs to go to the main roster.
The creeds are growing on me, dude.
They're just bland.
No, but I think like what I just saw there, it's a little less bland.
Well, this Axiom is certainly not bland. Wait till you see this.
Dude, I'm gonna have a seizure.
The love of photo editing and everything. Just what in the name of luchador is this man wearing?
What is the fuck?
They're literally slowing him down and everything, so it looks like he's moving like super fast and everything, or like he's got like Spidey sense.
He looks
It's
like
so dumb. I do kind of like the whole getup if he was, Sin Cara.
So when did they sign Nikki Ash's brother?
Who? What? Oh, I get you now. It took me a second. I'm like, goddamn, yeah, okay.
When did they sign almost a superhero?
He got bit by a radioactive championship belt.
Oh man. Been watching wrestling for 43 years. Still a WWE fan. AEW wrestling. AEW has wrestlers that have more creative control of their own character. 100%. I completely agree, and I love long-term wrestling fans like ourselves. Yeah, I mean, AEW. That's the way it should be. All the booker should tell you is how it's supposed to end. You figure out the fucking rest. And that's how
that's what agents are for. That's what the creative team's for.
Exactly.
Yeah. But that's the thing is Tony tries to be everything.
Yeah, I don't know.
He's all the way from the CEO of the company to just, you were released when Tony just stops texting you.
Yeah. Like, listen, what I would love to see is Tony book without the big budget. I wonder what Tony, like everyone, Booker of the Year, blah, 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 blah.
Oh, no.
But I would love to see him book without the infinite, he's essentially bowling with the bumpers up. That's what he's doing, right? Like, he can't fuck up. He can't gutter ball. It doesn't matter, we signed somebody and he's shit. That's all right. Put him on dark. I don't care if it costs $3 million a year. Oh,
yeah, and it's not WWE, so he gets a bonus advantage too.
Yeah, so I mean, he's kind of got carte blanche to fuck around, and he is. So sometimes they're bad, sometimes they're good, but I do believe that, like any growing business, he's in year 3, going on 4. See where he's at the 5-year mark and see if he's evolved. Right now, it seems like he's hit a bit of a plateau. We got to come up with something, and hot shotting is not working as well as it used to.
Well, I think they just kind of, at this point, they need to see how they can do with being just consistent and not having to have, big surprise, big reveal, big, huge moment after moment, all of that. Because it's almost, fans expect that. They expect a huge reveal or a huge return or debut at every pay-per-view. You can't just have a good show. So I think he needs to walk away from that a bit.
Yeah, man, it's like, it's the old story of Rome, like the crumble of Rome, where every Caesar comes in and offers more perks to the people to be in favor, and eventually fucking nobody's working. Everyone's just running around killing each other because, there's too much freedom, right? So,
right.
But I think, do you feel like the signing of Bray Wyatt is a big pivot moment for this kind of pseudo war that we have going on?
Yes. I feel like at the end of the day, big sidekick from Axiom. 1, 2, 3. And of course, Axiom in his quote unquote debut / that's a kid from NXT UK.
Do you know what? What was very apparent by all of this stuff with Axiom?
Yeah.
He was very unimpressive.
A little bit, yeah.
Like, there's nothing great about it. Meh.
Yeah. Well, I mean, we talked right through his whole match, and this is supposed to be basically their superhero. Yeah. Like you said, they're Nikki ASH.
Yeah, even the same colors now.
Yeah. Well, and the man's so fast that the camera can't even keep up with him when he's, moving on his entrance.
Wait till they start doing that during his moves.
Oh, I was looking for it. I was waiting for it. I was waiting for it about the finisher or something.
Right. Yeah, nothing impressive. Even running through the replays, a pretty standard drop kick, a tilt-a-whirl DDT. Nothing like, oh shit, look what he does. No, a soaring crossbody, like by an 85-pound man in a mask.
Yeah.
Didn't
And
work for
now I
me,
got
guys.
Lash Legend in Backstage Confessional number 5.
I'm just waiting. Oh, fuck.
Real Housewives of NXT going on.
Born in 1995, watched in late 97, still watched to this day, diehard fan, wrestling fan. Love it. You came to the right place then, because we
I was
can't
gonna
get
say,
enough of it.
Out of the 3 of us that are on here, us 2 are the old heads that, know anything about everything.
I object.
CJ's the the humor and the younger generation as a fan.
Listen, we're not giving all the humor credit to CJ. We're funny fuckers.
I mean,
no,
I think I've done pretty well. I know you do pretty well, but
we're all funny.
Some of the fans at times have voiced some things. Listen, and
I have a real issue, and maybe I'm not supposed to have this issue, but watching that Lash Legend backstage snippet monologue bullshit, it just bothers me that she's so stereotypical. The hand clapping, the snapping, like I don't know. It just, again, it sounds like, can you be the TV version of what we think you are? And it comes off very like, why does she have to be that character that way? Anyway,
no, I get it. And it's one of those of,
they play the stereotypes
granted,
so
she
hard.
may be, have a bit of that in her naturally and everything. But I think what hampers that is just that they've done it so much that WWE has a history for playing into stereotypes. If they didn't, I think we wouldn't look at it exactly that way. I think that's part of the problem.
Yeah, I mean, it's just a bit over the top. And I mean, I'm sure Lash Legend has other aspects of who she truly is that they could convey or express. And it just, again, at this point, like nothing, when you try and put everything cookie cutter and the athletes themselves aren't actually coming up with what they're doing, you have a team that consistently goes with stereotypes, with basics, with common. There's no like, holy shit, where did that come from? That's great. Because you got a team of the same people coming up with the ideas. Stagnant. It's awful.
Right.
Yes, that 6 women tag match was announced for Dynamite. There you go. Thank you, Victor. I missed it. Like I said before, when you do the same concept, it gets old and nobody cares. Absolutely. The apathy is thick.
Yeah.
How do you feel about the tag team titles? We kind of touched that. Oh, the women tag team titles.
I think we've touched that too.
Yeah, we kind of got it there. I got an idea. Let's put next. Got that one.
Yep.
See, I'm all over the place. I'm catching up, guys. I'm catching up. The chat is live tonight. I love it. CJ still wants his QR code. I haven't got one.
Then you come on here, sir, and you get it your damn self.
Is that the CJ? The CJ.
The
man, the myth, the legend. Do you guys believe Bray Wyatt shows up at the end with Edge Monday?
Oh, for fuck's sake.
No. Bray does not show up on Monday. He will be there at SummerSlam.
No.
Nick's so confident he won't be. He's going to put his beard on the line.
No. My wife won't recognize me if I put my beard on the line. I'm dead ass.
Nobody would fucking recognize me.
Exactly. Yeah, I'd show up just to hop on the show and you'd be like, who the hell are you?
Bro, I don't even know what my face looks like.
Right. No, I'm not that confident, but I'm telling you, to me.
You know what's funny? I'm totally bitching out with you because even last night when we were arguing about it, I'm like, the bet should be beard for beard. But neither one of us believe in the WWE in any way, shape, or form to fucking
exactly. That's too rich for my blood.
I got tiny balls.
I don't have gigantic balls like the Miz.
Mm-hmm. You know, we can find a fucking another moment to bet that one day, but no, fuck that. You know, if you don't have the beard power on the channel, what do we have?
Exactly.
I think CJ's trying to catch up too.
That'll be the third beard to show up on the channel. We'll just be bearded wrestling.
But yeah, no, it fucking makes me laugh. I was like, man, we should fucking if we were really locked in and really convicted on this, like, all right, let's go beard for beard, and the fans got But there was no way I could man up and do it because I don't fucking know. Your disbelief is 100% accurate and justified.
Mm-hmm.
That's the hardest part about the debate right now is would they do that? Yeah, fucking right, they would do that.
But that's the thing is that's why I guess I'm so steadfast on mine is that for yours, you're putting a
You
lot of
have,
faith in their creative.
yeah, you have to.
You're expecting them to pull a rabbit out of their ass.
What my what I
It's
think
falling
my
back.
yeah, I think what my hope is or my angle on it is somehow, some way through the negotiation of the process and how this all played out with Edge and Bray ending up kind of off. Now Edge gets kind of pushed out. That it was the wrestlers that kind of came up with something, and maybe it was compelled in a way under the circumstances that we could get it done. But yeah, I do think if we all talk about Bray Wyatt's history with SummerSlam. Do we see Edge on Monday? And then he can't fight them alone. He's going to need some
I think
backup.
you're gonna get more. Who's that jumping out the sky? REY before you ever get the feed.
At first, I was like, "What?
Yeah.
What the fuck?"
Yeah, Giovanni Da Vinci now has his luxury sports car blocked in by the Chase U bus after a woman asked him for a picture. Because who gives a fuck?
Oh, it's so stupid. It is. Yeah. Okay. I'm getting old, folks. I know my birthday's coming, but fuck. I see some of this shit and I'm
Well,
just like,
there's being old and then there's just being bad.
right? Hassan, how are you?
Oh, I like the shit out of this. This is cool.
Yes, Victor! Nailed it.
A little bit.
Lash for the baddies. Let's go.
But no, I like they're right now doing a whole like kind of barbershop segment with Trick and Carmelo and shit. There's another one of the female there. She's on NXT.
Yes.
He's on the roster too. I can't remember her name, but yeah, I like this. If they made this like a regular segment, because
They've done this, I believe.
I like Carmelo. I want to see him more on TV. That's why I want to see him go to the main roster. But I think that they would mess him up.
No, I like Carmelo. I like what he's got going with Trick here. At first, I thought the Trick character was a bit, stupid, but it took me a minute. They kind of got a good thing going on now. But I like this. Like you said, it's a quick hit. It's entertaining. We're not taking up like a fucking just standing in the ring and doing a monologue. They're getting their little comments and digs in at the other wrestlers. It's good. It's quality.
Yeah, well, and they're getting other talent on screen. Like the big dude there that's on the wall is Caden Carter's brother.
Yes.
So I like that. If this was kind of a thing, I'd be okay with that.
Right. And then when they finally get mad at each other and break up, one of them throws the other one through the mirror. We're good.
Hey, I like it. Do the Rockers break up?
Right. Think ahead.
Hey, long term.
Funny. I saw a thing today that was like, it was that clip and it said above it like the greatest heel turn of all time, and I was like, yeah, maybe. There's not. It's in the upper echelon of the holy fuck moments. In like, did he just go evil?
Oh yeah, it's one of those. It's an iconic moment. Anybody, that's watched professional wrestling knows that moment.
Are we there yet? Are we there yet?
And get it, sir. I don't work for you.
I haven't seen it. Victor Gangrel ain't coming back. But he could. I mean, if you had 6 elements, not all of them have to be active wrestlers. There could be other pieces to this whole bullshit.
Reach.
It's a motherfucking reach. It's like so. And you know what? Edge is gonna be like, I'm back, and then like, I don't know, fucking Victor,
and it's gonna fall flatter than a turd in a punch bowl because it's gonna be Edge and Rey Mysterio versus the main event or the Ministry of Main Event, and then when Little Dom joins them too.
The Ministry of Main Event. Where the fuck did that come from?
That was last night on Raw. I
Did you
brought
call
that
him
up.
the Ministry of Main Event last night?
Yes.
That's excellent. Tatum Paxley?
Yeah, move these 3 women to
Move them
SmackDown.
up. And even watching Mandy here again, she looks like a woman. Like, and I know she does. She looks like a mature woman.
But yes, but you can't tell me that this hasn't been the best thing for her career.
It's been good because it highlighted her in a place that she wasn't getting highlighted and did it in a way that worked. Now
She went from
up,
being a medium-sized fish in a big pond to being a medium-sized fish in a small pond. And Alba fired now with the baseball bat.
I can't handle Kiana James. I don't like her. I barely know her. I don't like her already.
Like her, I barely know her.
Oh, son of a bitch. L. Dom is turning on Ray. Yeah, I agree. I think that's what's going to happen on the 20th, the 20 year of Ray next week at Madison Square Garden. I think the WWE loves to fuck up celebrations. Here we go. Dominic Mysterio belongs in NXT, folks. Period.
Yeah. Him versus Carmelo wouldn't be a bad match.
No, I kind of mentioned that last night where, even if you put him in the ring with Axiom, you put him in the ring with JD McDonagh, you have men who are on where he looks like he fits, where you're like, okay, I can believe he beat Axiom in a match. I know Axiom's superhuman, but you beat him. That to me, opposed to trying. Oh, the QR code! There you go, CJ.
Fucking get it.
He's gonna blow it. He's gonna blow it. For best version of Mandy Rose. Yeah, Mandy Rose looks like $1.5 million. But again, she looks confident, but she does look more mature than the vast majority of her competition. So it's interesting. Like when Cora Jade stands up to her, it looks like, like a soccer mom about to beat the shit out of her mouthy teenage child.
It's a pair of dark boots walking backstage with the kick pads on the front of them, like AJ Styles almost. Like there's no logo.
Johnny Gargano. Johnny Wrasslin. Johnny Wrasslin. If anybody was going to end up going back to WWE, it would be that man.
That's true.
You saw the quotes about him having unfinished business. But when you have, look at us as fans that we show up and we bitch a lot about the product, but there's something ingrained in us that we love it. And Johnny, to me, is that guy that doesn't necessarily, AEW will be there in 3-4 years if I want to, but I really want to do something in WWE,
Right. Yeah, he's somebody that, we've already heard a bunch of talks about Candace going to AEW because that might fit more of her style of going back to that, how she was on the indies. But Johnny, he hit that next gear when he was in NXT. So I could very much see him being that type of guy that stepped away from a bit, took a break, was a father for a bit, and then goes back to WWE. We could even, if they time it right, we could still somehow, some way get a DIY reunion.
Yeah, if they did it right. But knowing them, Johnny would come up to the main roster and Ciampa would jump him on behalf of Miz, and we'd all be confused again. See, that's the skepticism I have. I'm like you, but it's fun because I see the other side of the coin where, there's certain things, and I bought into this whole Edge, Bray Wyatt narrative, and I'm excited, this could potentially be something. And then I, usually where you were all about Cody's pec and the whole situation, and I just didn't want to believe it. There was no fucking way. I even before that was there's no way Cody Rhodes is coming. It's not going to happen.
Yeah, you thought there was makeup on there and everything.
Yeah, that was funny. There was makeup on there. Fuck off. Okay, they embellished, but it definitely was worse than I thought. Cora Jade gives me AJ Page I just growled for no reason. Yeah, no, I don't love that. I get it.
She could be a star. That's the thing, is she could be.
Yeah, I mean, I get where you got the AJ thing. We'll see. It's early. It's early, but I get the vibe. I definitely do. You're not off base. Combo break. Nikita Lyons for the win.
Yes.
She's going to be a tough out.
I think she wins. I don't see at this point, who do you really think else that could win outside of maybe Cora Jade? And so then we're already down to 2.
That's it. Alba Fire is the only other one that I think.
I think she'll be like the 3rd or 4th out.
Wow, not even fucking around. Now, I mean, if you have someone like Nikita Lyons take it, go on, beat Mandy, Alba Fire sets up as a good heel to go after Lyons, even though she's kind of a tweener right now.
Mm-hmm.
Or nothing. She doesn't really do much of anything. Walks around with a burn bat. I don't know what's going on. Who is walking with the black boots?
No idea. I like KJ's idea that it could be Gargano.
Now, I haven't even seen the pick yet, so I'm going to pull that up just to have a little more of an educated guess. But when you said a pair of boots with the shin guard, I instantly kind of went to like, shit, this could be Gargano. And it would be a big fucking deal for Gargano to walk back into NXT. It would blow minds.
Yeah. I was going to say, someone look up right now there's some sort of tie to the 8, 10, 11 to Gargano or with the whole little Wordle thing that they put out last week. Because that to me right now is the hot track after that one.
It's Shawn Michaels. No, I'm just kidding.
You serious?
Shawn Michaels' big comeback. Repackaged.
Yeah. Bald head and all.
Cameron Grimes has lost his fucking mind.
Hey, there's your girl, Elektra Lopez. The grown woman of NXT.
That's another lady that should be on the main roster. It just doesn't make sense when she's fighting these young girls. It looks off, like it looks weird. I don't know if it's Gargano based on this visual.
Who else do you think it could be?
See, part of me, like when there's a bit of a, when you catch a bit of the light and you see a bit of a yellow tint to the boot, but then it looks like
for half a second, I guess it's because CJ always, when he like the Edge vignettes, he thought it was a woman at first. So I almost halfway thought, like, could this be a Rhea thing? But I'm like,
Rhea Ripley
seems a little weird for her to come back to NXT, or unless they're hyping her return, which would awkward.
What if it is a woman? Is it a bit of a platformed boot? See the boot, the sole of the boot has a bit of a platform to it.
Yeah, hold on, let me rewatch it. Well,
the WWE is doing well with these little videos fucking with us and shit. So I'll give them credit. They've upped their interactive game. It's making this a little more fun.
Yeah, their social media game is on point. Too bad their television product is in the fucking toilet.
Black studded boots.
Yeah. Very almost Judgment Day, that kind of vibe with like the little bit of the purpley background and everything. But they look a lot thinner and everything, a lot smaller. If it's a male's leg and all of that, they're more of a cruiserweight than anything. So that would work with Gargano. But
why do these wrestlers always look up? I don't know. I don't. Is that a thing? Like up during a promo, up during a match?
I don't know.
Yeah, I don't like her. I don't like Cora Jade. Even as babyface, I don't like her.
Yeah.
We'll see. Give her time. I'm being critical. Indy Hartwell for the win. No.
Not after that match last week to where she went for the springboard clothesline there and fell on her freaking face.
Zoe's back.
Hey.
Now, this is a lady I don't know much of as far as I don't think many of us do. Like a lot of potential. We know where she came from, but she was kind of with the EO for a bit and, injury got in the way. She definitely got a look, an attitude. She might be the new favorite to take this, folks.
Potentially. I mean, she is pretty, buff and got the stuff, but the most that I really remember her with, like you said, is being with EO.
Oh shit!
Oh,
Right.
and they're all ganging up on Cora.
Yeah, shit. Never mind. Hold the phone. Hold the phone. She may be in shit quicker than I thought.
Oh, Ivy Nile. As she got out through the second rope, and then Ivy Nile got out to chase her out or to throw her back in, and now Ivy Nile has chased her away.
Who's the little one in green?
Wait,
what is she leaving? Oh, but she didn't go over.
Yeah, she didn't get eliminated.
I think we see a lot of future.
Wendy choose to drinking. She has her mug while in the match.
And she's just hanging out on the ropes. Somebody should shove that fucking cup down her throat.
Shove it up her ass and just send her back to wherever the fuck she
We're
came
not allowed
from.
to shove things in places.
Yeah.
No, I don't care for it. It's fucking stupid. It's not funny. It's not entertaining. It's just fucking distracting. And it adds nothing to anything.
Yeah, it's one of those things that makes you embarrassed if someone who's not a wrestling fan came in and saw what you were watching.
And instantly with what, like, when we're going to be this character, where do you see the ceiling of the sleepy character? Oh, the bottom. That's where you're going to fucking stay for the rest of your fucking career doing this stupid shit. And again, if you want to wear wrestling tights and be a narcoleptic, I don't give a fuck. But to run around in pajamas and a sippy cup, again, it's just this whole fucking Nickelodeon version of this show. Somebody
and that she went from Mei Ying to that too. That's the thing, is she went from, so far one way over to that. It's just like, why? And Deonna Purrazzo, or not Deonna Purrazzo. Persia Pirotta.
Persia Pirotta, a name that we never hear.
Yeah.
We've had a couple of
eliminated her and then waved by to her.
Yeah. So we got about 8 minutes to cap off this little shindig.
Oh, people going to start getting chucked out here, I bet.
All right, Indy kicked someone in the face. Oh, that was Persia. Okay, I caught up. Lions and Starks, take my money.
Well, and right now, Lash Legend is throwing Alba Fire, using her as a battering ram into other people.
I like it.
And they eliminate each other. So, folks, there's your next feud for the next month
or two. You know what,
though?
I think if they could give Lash Legends a better name.
I don't mind the name. I like it. I like her overall. I think they just need to slow play it.
I think she's talented, but I don't know. The whole talk show thing kind of put a sour taste in my mouth, and I kind of never got back to her. That's a lot of tarts. Yeah, thanks, boss. I like Wendy. She should face Becky. They got beef.
Wendy's gone. Oh, no. Wendy's getting the Kofi spot, saved by the body pillow and her fucking slippers.
Of course.
Shut the front door. No.
Wendy, I almost feel bad for Wendy, just being in the sense of, I think Wendy's shown us she's talented and she can go with the flow. I hate this fucking pajama gimmick.
Yeah, does she have that problem of she's a bit the Damian Sandow of just she'll do whatever the company says rather than actually stand up for herself, and you could do something way better with me?
She can't be saved by her slippers. She'd be saved by the pillow, but the slippers are the same as boots.
Body pillow is she landed on her back.
Her body pillow, okay.
On her body pillow with her slippers up in the air, saving her from being eliminated.
There we go. That's it.
I was just fascinated that the woman is wearing slippers during a professional wrestling battle royal.
One of the green girls went. I don't know who they are.
Well, now they're both out.
Oh, both green girls gone.
Well, because Zoe had her in like she was countering an armbar and like tossed her into her tag team partner there.
I kind of want Zoe to take on like a Glamazon type attitude, like be more.
Oh yeah.
I like that.
Well, I halfway thought that's what they were going to do with Nikita Lyons.
No, like I said, if they could let Nikita Lyons, like when you watch Nikita Lyons on her own social media and she talks to the public, she's very natural. She's very warm. She's very engaging. When she does the shit for this company, it's scripted, it's bullshit, and she sounds fake as shit.
Yeah.
So I mean, if they could let her just talk, she's got all the recipe you need.
And Tiffany Stratton eliminates Wendy Chu. Mug to the head, folks. Mug to the head. And that's what eliminates Wendy Chu.
Good. I said, I called it. Somebody should shove the cup down her fucking throat. There we go. I can't handle Tiffany either.
And the gimmick's weird. I think she could work as an athlete, but the gimmick's weird.
I hope Nikita wins. I think a lot of people are picking Nikita. If you guys haven't let us know, I see quite a few people hanging around the views. So if you want to let us know, who do you got to win? Who do you want to see as the number one contender? Who do you think is going to be the number one contender? Wendy Choose You is gone.
Thank God.
I hate the gimmick too. I like Nikki Storm. Oops. Did I say that? I meant Nikki Ash. I like Crazy Nikki.
Yeah.
Yeah, Nikki Storm. Hilarious. Go back to being Crazy Nikki, where you just ran out and you chewed on the ring ropes and you beat the shit out of people.
Well, if you had her with Piper Niven instead of Dewdrop, absolutely.
Yeah, and they both had a bad attitude and they both fucked shit up. Yeah.
They're both badass women.
Actually, that plays out really well, right? You have the little yappy one, and then you have the big bulldog right behind it. It's a story old as time.
And now, though, that's the thing. Is think about it. We're coming up with most of this stuff, folks, live on stream, watching their product in all of 10 seconds, and coming up with better ideas than what people actually get paid thousands of dollars for this company to come up with.
Lopez is gone.
Oh.
It's knocked out by Carter and Caden Carter, and I don't know. They had a match last week, I think. Katana? What?
The Casey Catanzaro. I thought you were trying to name the tag team there.
This is a question I want answered. Okay. Opposed to a question you don't want answered?
Right. What type of question how do you ask a question and not want it to be answered?
Let's see if we can come up with an answer. Do you
Our
think
honest opinion
takes back control of NXT? That stupid Wendy Chu character disappears? I have no idea. They might be okay with it.
I guess the question is just, do you think? So I guess I could just say yes. Yes, I think that happens.
Yeah, it's true. What I do think happens is some of the other talent rounds out, and we see a little more out of people like Alba Fire. We see a little more out of Nikita, Lash Legends. There's options in there. If you highlight them more, there'll be less time for somebody like Wendy Chu. So that's my take on it. How the fuck do you get rid of Dakota Kai and keep Wendy Chu? The fuck?
I don't know.
Just hit me. I forgot about Dakota. I missed Dakota.
Yeah, I'm surprised she hasn't popped up anywhere. But on a side note, I do like that they have the Toxic Lounge set up right now in the arena.
Right? Yeah, that's been a cute little side of this gimmick. That's where it's hard to believe that they would lose. They would lose out and move on. But is it time?
Oh, yeah. They're the top act in the women's division and have been for a while. I think now is where you move them on and let somebody else kind of get over.
It's been the entirety of 2022. When did it start? Like it was late 21, right? Like fall?
Yeah.
That was awkward looking. Nikita Lyons' outfit's interesting.
Yeah, very Evil Knievel-ish.
Yeah. There's some cliffs and canyons there for sure.
Yeah.
True, Anthony. Yes. I always agree Nikki should have teamed with Rhea. Not a bad idea. Would have been better than Nikki Ash. How the fuck do you turn her heel and she's still a superhero?
You either, you either die a hero or live long enough to see yourself become the villain.
Well, fuck, she's a villain. Change her name. And out of all the name changes we've had, Any idea why Madcap's still Madcap?
No, we've been over that, and I know we'll probably talk about it more on SmackDown. But to me, he needs to go back to, even if it's just Riddick instead of Riddick Moss. Riddick
Right.
sounds way cooler than
Is Riddick
Madcap.
copyrighted? Maybe.
Maybe from the movie.
Right. Why I got a
Oh,
feeling.
and he just stumbles and fumbles her way out thanks to
Victor.
Tiffany. So now our final four are Zoe Starks, Tiffany Stratton, Nikita Lyons, and
But Cora
I
Jade's
don't
still
know
in
who
this,
the
right?
fourth woman is.
Oh, that's Indy, no?
No, and he just fumbled her way out.
Oh shit, yeah, okay. So Tiffany, Lyons.
She gazelled her way over the top rope onto the floor.
Wow, they're giving Tiffany a little love in this one, getting her down to the final four.
Well, I've seen her and Nikita Lyons now posting a bunch of pictures together on social media, so I wonder if they're going to be a tag team.
How is it? I'm like, oh, I don't like her. She's in the final four. Oh, I don't like her. She's in the final four. The other one in the corners, one of the breakout ladies with the glasses. I just said her name like 7 minutes.
The tournament that we already talked about how we forgot happened.
Dude, I literally said this lady's name 30 seconds ago, or the segment before this, and I can't remember it.
Oh, that spinning back kick. God damn.
Lyons is a
sent her jaw to the front row. That was not as impressive. And she's gone. Oh, no. Holy. Oh, wow. No way.
Wow.
I'm going to let you get there.
Jade's still in this, right? Jade never got eliminated, as far as I know. Cora.
Oh, yeah, Cora Jade. Yeah, shit. I'm down to the last two. Let me know when you
All
go.
Right.
Yep. Mm-hmm. You're there now. You're there. Why? Why did they do that? So Tiffany Stratton eliminated Nikita Lyons, and now she just managed to survive by 1 foot only touching the floor, not both feet, after she got clotheslined over the top rope by Zoe Stark.
She skinned the cat, though.
Yeah, well.
No, she couldn't do it.
She couldn't never go full Dolph.
Wow, she stayed in. And she got long ass legs.
Oh, she got none of that.
Wow. They're giving Tiffany some love. But again, they love their blondes, man.
Vince loves his blondes. And that just too many. This is getting sloppy. Sloppy jalopy.
But we still have Cora kicking around, I do believe.
Yes, technically right now we could get Cora Jade coming out and just hucking. So, yep, and that's what we're about to get. Ladies and gentlemen, I spoke too soon.
No.
Oh, man, thank you. Have a good night. Your winner, Zoe Starks. You called it. I didn't think she was back. I guess I must have not seen her on the poster. I looked at it quickly while we were live, but golf clap.
But no. Okay, so. Wow, that was so fucking stupid. What the fuck? What the fuck? Oh, okay, that was a little wonky. First and foremost, Tiffany Stratton should have never, ever eliminated Nikita Lyons. But if you're trying to generate some heat off your scorching hot baby face, all right, fine. I'll give you that one. However, Cora Jade has become a really big baby face in this company. You turned her for no reason with what could have been her and Perez could have been a really popular tag team. They could have, right? They're adorable.
Yeah.
That's all fucked up. You put her as a heel. She has this big, leave and come back in. And it was just so weird for her to go running over and get thrown out. So why not just get thrown out at the beginning and get it over with? Why waste her time?
So you could have that spot, like I said, what I thought they were going to set up to where she comes back last minute after not being eliminated and then eliminates her and wins. That would be a good way to get heel heat on Cora Jade if you actually want to push her as a heel. But instead, they have her come out, look like an absolute buffoon,
Yeah.
Instantly, the second within seconds, she's thrown out of the ring. I do like though that they did have Zoe Stark win. I guess
I do. I do like the
yeah,
outcome.
I guess she completely slipped my mind because she's been away for a bit. But I'm sorry, Mandy. Your time has come as NXT Women's Champion. I feel Zoe Stark's going to win, and y'all can go on to probably SmackDown.
Oh shit! Our boy, the brand, our buddy CJ Victor. I know. You know, you and CJ have a bromance going on. He's predicting it's Bailey in the QR code.
Really?
Now that he says it,
show your work. Show your work.
Shit, man, it's interesting. That's interesting. Because I think back to the black T-shirt she's wearing, and with the I mean, that's an interesting take.
Someone still explain to me the whole Wordle thing, because the most that I've gotten out of that is Havoc, and I don't make it make sense.
Oh, the word thing, I gave up on it. I haven't.
Yeah,
I didn't get anything from that motherfucking shit. I tried.
I'm not good with those type of games like that. Sudoku.
Maybe I have to relook at it now that we have more clues. I don't.
Yeah.
Zoe Stark is the #1 contender. Zoe actually deserves to win this because she's actually has a history with Mandy. Mandy was the one who injured her and put her on the shelf. KJ and Nick. Anthony, that's a very good point. I'm happy with the outcome of this match. I'm happy with the potential of Zoe Stark and Mandy Rose. Again, Zoe looks like a woman. She's going to fight Mandy, who looks like a woman. And it's not going to be, Mandy versus Cora, who looks 15. I'm good with this matchup. And like you, I got this feeling that Zoe is going to take this belt.
Oh, absolutely. Like I said, I think it's not even a knock on Mandy. I think it's just at this point, they need to move up. There's a lack of depth on the main roster when it comes to females, and they've proven that they're talented enough. Like I said, I think this going down to NXT was the biggest refresh that they could have given for Mandy Rose's career. I feel like if they hadn't have done this by now, she would have been future endeavored. So she's avoided that and turned herself into a star. She's doubled their value in her.
She became a marquee talent. She did.
Oh, absolutely.
Right? She's on the commercials. And I listen, I know I kind of make jokes, but I mean, Toxic Attraction as a unit has done well. And then they've been the poster girls for NXT for the better part of a year, or going close to a year now. So, yeah, I mean, for me, gotta go. Thank you for being here. Come on back. We're back tomorrow. Dynamite, and then all week long. Don't miss out, and be there for my birthday. That's the rule.
Yeah, we are here every night. So trust me, you're going to be back here.
MLB, American League 3, National League 2 at the end of the 5th inning.
Yes, thank you for reminding me, Victor. I was actually just about to go and pop that off.
Is that – wow, man.
All-Star game.
I got to watch something other than fucking wrestling.
I try to, even though I still end up watching all this shit.
So where are we going with this? Roxanne Perez was smiling at home and Cora Jade was eliminated. Yes, and the skateboard was thrilled as well.
Yes. The skateboard was plotting its domination to take over.
KJ, it's a joke what they did with Karen O from Ring of Honor. That's who Wendy is. Yes. Karen's got talent.
Oh, I didn't know that was her. Okay.
Yeah, and I mean, like you said, she shows that she can roll with it. You want me to be an ancient mythical character? I'll do it. You want me to wear a onesie and run around? I'll do it. So she shows that she's got range. She shows that she's willing to do what she's told. But I just hate the gimmick. I hate what it means. I hate what it shows. It's like fighting Orange Cassidy. If you're getting
it's Orange Cassidy done even more wrong.
Yeah, what's the one thing slower and sleepier than Orange Cassidy? Wendy actually taking a fucking nap, right?
Right.
That's the next step down. You can't get it any more fucking slow and sleepy at that point. Roxanne Perez was smiling. Yep. Okay, gotta go. The NXT women's division is the second best women's division in all of wrestling. Ooh, heater. Damon.
No. No. Third.
Knockouts, AEW is. I think the AEW women's division is better than the NXT women's division.
Yeah. We have, I feel, the same three. It's just I'm contemplating on the order. I think I'm more with you of Impact's number one, honestly.
I think so. I think for like the wrestling you get and the quality of wrestling you get and the
you go Knockouts, the AEW women's, and then NXT.
What the fuck?
You good, bro?
You guys are gonna laugh at this shit. You're gonna watch me
about that.
They're fucking Bumblebee.
I thought you were about to say you had a bat in your apartment or something.
That would be even funnier. But right now you're watching. I'm just trying to figure out what this motherfucker wants. I'm trying to time it because I don't want to deal with it. But yeah, all of a sudden there was a loud buzzing going on, and I guess a bee has made its way into my residence. So
because we so sweet, even the bumblebees come over to eat.
Right, but what are you doing? Like, you don't usually get bees hanging around at night, but this guy's big. Hey, man, I'm trying to close my show. Fuck off.
All right. Trying to wrap this shit up. Guest appearance.
I'm going to have to put you on pause and go kill this motherfucker. Anyway, let's go through.
Here.
What the shit? The bromance crap. I love it. Hey, listen, we all bond around here. 9 out of 10. No Roxanne Perez. Wow. 10 out of 10 for NXT. Jeez.
Yeah, well, that's I was about to say, what do we want to give it for a rating?
My rating tonight. Let me recap in my head. The tag match was all right, not great, not good, not poor. The opening match was good. Roddy was chaos near the end. The battle royal was all right. I'll give it a 7.5. Can you guys even
I'm right there with you. I'm a little bit over. I feel I very much could give it an 8. Solid 8 to 8.5, honestly.
Yo, dude.
I didn't mind it. Even the stuff that wasn't that great. Probably the weakest match tonight was Pretty Deadly versus Brooks and Dunn. And even that wasn't terrible. So I think everything else did pretty all right.
Yeah, I gotta knock this shit out of the.
Do we need to just gotta land this plane so you can deal with this?
Yeah, we gotta slide this one home. But I just want the thing to get close enough that I can deal with it. But it keeps like zooming by my head. It is like a small bat. Okay, look, it landed. You chill the fuck out there for a minute.
There we go.
Now that it landed, it looks kind of waspy.
Ooh, all right. Let's land this plane.
That's all right. I just hope he didn't come with friends. All right, back to the point. So what happens when you leave your window open? Me and Bailey were smiling at home because Corey Jade was eliminated. Fair enough.
Yo.
What if Bailey's coming back?
Roll there. We get you like Bailey, but the second you start saying some stuff like that, you're going to end up on a watch list, boy.
Do you think after all this time with Bailey being away, if she reemerges on NXT, that it's what it should be?
No,
that's like Bailey versus
that
Corey
would fall also flat.
Yeah,
that would feel like such a disappointment.
And when your main roster needs such a fucking push from some type of really good heel with so much babyface love going on right now with those belts, I don't know how you do that. How you don't do that.
Yeah,
I don't think you can.
She needs to be main roster. Especially
again,
even because she's got that tie to Sasha and all that. You need a big star on your big brands. You don't need that on NXT. NXT is supposed to be developmental, not Bailey doesn't need to go back and relearn anything, and she's not at a point to where she needs to go back and be just there to put people over.
Yeah, no, I hear you on that one for sure. Me and Bailey were smart. I got that one. This is what I think happens to the rest of Diamond Mine, not including Ivy. They kick out Strong, and they wait until Gable comes, and they call them up as the pair of Gable and Brock. A bit of a reach, Anthony, but I do think Strong is on his way out. Will Diamond Mine,
on his way out or his way up?
I don't think he's going up. I just think he's going to be out of the diamond mine and continue to be a jobber on NXT.
You don't even think that they move him up?
Why? What are they going to do with him?
Intercontinental Championship. You telling me that you wouldn't want to see Gunther versus Roderick Strong on SmackDown?
Do you really think the WWE is going to book that? Like, I mean, they don't seem.
You're the same person that thinks that they're going to book Edge and Bray Wyatt together.
They are.
You're telling me that you can't think that they're going to book.
There's a huge difference. I don't even know how you got Bray Wyatt, Edge, and Roderick Strong.
Because to me, that's not going to happen.
I'm specifically talking about how they treat Roderick Strong. Roderick Strong is a borderline jobber in NXT. To think that they're going to call him up and send him after Gunther, who towers over him, I mean, that's a tough one for me.
Right, but do you think that right? But I feel like they have to do something with him, otherwise he's out the door as soon as he can and over to AEW.
But
and they'll actually do something with him.
Like I think he's stuck for another 2.5 years.
We need our free Roddy shirts.
Yes, 7.5 out of 10. 7 out of 10. You need to rewatch the White 6 promo from last night. There was a braid puppet in the promo. Dude, I don't know why you won't watch the second and third promos at all with any open mind. That you're just
no way. They're just not gonna. It's not gonna work. It's not a thing.
It is a thing. They're really gonna do it. It's fucked. And listen, I was a huge proponent of Bray Wyatt ending up in AEW. Really thought that was going to be the plausible outcome here. Never in my life did I think he was going to go back. We might be wrong.
You think that their big return for Bray Wyatt is tagging him with Edge?
Yeah. You don't think the fucking place would explode? The first off, Edge coming back and you're like, okay, Edge is here. He's going to avenge something. But if that was his ace in the hole, Wyatt.
I think that's all that it is. I think it's just Edge. I think the place would explode if it was Bray. If it was just Bray, absolutely. You don't combine too much of a good thing.
No, it's not too much of a good thing, and they don't see it like that. They see it as a potential angle. But you can't bring Edge back. Like, dude, just on numbers. If you take all the fucking names out of the picture, 1 on 2 is never a thing. So who's his 2?
Ray.
No. Fuck. No. Can't be Bray. Can't be Ray.
It can't be Bray. You're right. It can't be Bray because it will be Ray.
Well, I mean, Edge.
It'll be someone already on the roster. You're not getting Edge and Bray Wyatt paired together. I'm not saying that Bray Wyatt won't come to WWE. I'm saying that you're not getting Edge and Bray Wyatt as a tag team.
I can't wait.
You're not getting those two paired together, debuting around the same time.
Don't get bit and be all swollen for right. Fuck up my entire birthday week, right?
Right.
I don't even know where the motherfucker went. That's the funniest
so let's I guess we need to land this plane before the vicious flying insects.
It's probably just a fucking mosquito, but it was really loud. No, it was
shadow.
Yeah, big gross black thing. It's over on the wall here. So hilarious. Be careful when you leave your windows open, folks. And I mean, I live in a place that doesn't have a whole lot of creepy crawlies and creatures and dinosaurs. So all stay safe out there and, keep a can of bug spray handy. Roderick is going to teach his wife how to sell. Fuck. You want to talk about a discrepancy in talent. His wife is stiff as cardboard.
Well, she's also coming from a mixed martial arts background versus a professional wrestling background. So she's still green. I do like her. I think there's a lot of potential there.
I agree with the potential part. I just, give her time. Give her time. It's just, I think what happens sometimes is we get these people pushed onto national TV and you expect a certain level, like, they're green and they're working it out. So fucking work it out elsewhere. Like, put them in other places that we don't see them, that when they come to TV, they're clean and crisp. And that used to be the method of like, you had to graduate to TV. You weren't learning on the job. You might be.
Yeah, but then you have people that get mad because people end up on dark elevation.
Yeah, fuck them. They have no fucking clue. We can't put everybody on the main show. And you end up with fucking stupid shit that doesn't make sense. Or you get these really clunky matches like that don't do any help for your division. Someone tunes in and sees Jamie Hayter and Shafir stumbling all over the fuck each other. Nobody wants to tune back in or come back from the commercial break to watch more of that shit.
I will not have you take Jamie Hayter's name in vain there, sir.
Listen, Jamie Hayter It has a lot of upside, but it's still a little clunky in my book. AEW is so reckless. That's why there's a lot of wrestlers are injured. We keep talking about it, guys. I mean, the number of wrestlers that just keep getting busted and that are bleeding and that are
or getting stung. I was bit by a bee.
I gotta fucking snip that out. Oh my god, that's the funniest shit. Not snip it out. I want a clip of what just happened in my life. Man, when you know there's something happening and then you feel like a tickle, you're like, we are live and uncensored and just us, folks.
Unscripted, all that.
You never know what's going to happen. We've had fires on stream. We've had weird shit.
Yeah, we had firefighter Chris there for a while.
Right. Rest in peace to the NXT Women's Tag Team Championship. Yes.
They went full Medusa and she threw it in a trash bag. It's a trash container.
It's gone. It's over. It's dead. It's deceased.
Well, and they didn't even have Roxy. I'm gonna just keep calling her that. The show at all tonight. Not even once.
Not even once. I'm still saying that all those promos are like long-awaited John Cena heel turn that the fans have wanted for the last 10 years. There's no way we're getting these creepy, sinister. Even if John Cena turns heel, he's not going fucking Undertaker. Like, he's not going Brood style John Cena. If John Cena goes heel, it'll be the Hollywood corporate, fuck everyone, I'm above everybody attitude. Not, I'm coming back, haunted.
Yeah, if John Cena goes heel, it will be, Hollywood Hulk Cena. That's what it'll be. Yeah. It'll be when Hulk Hogan joined the NWO and was Hollywood Hogan. That's what it would be.
Is he right? Is that accurate? But the date's not right. Doesn't add up.
Wait, when did she get her? What?
I don't know. If the number was 8, 10, 11.
That's what I was just wondering.
Like, I don't know how that pertains
to this man just crack the code in front of us?
I don't. Was Zoe? Yeah, that's interesting. That possibly the truth. 8 months ago.
That could be.
210. 2 out of 10. Wow, Jake went the other way. Didn't like it at all. Don't cry when John Cena turns heel. I won't cry. I'm curious.
I won't, because it won't happen.
I think if there was ever a time that he would turn heel, it would be now. Because he's not predominantly a wrestler. You know what I mean? So for him to do what?
I'm reading about an article here, but others think Zoe Stark was gone for 8 months and 10 days. So that could be the tie-in.
Now, is that people just guessing?
Maybe a little bit.
All right. Well, that's all we're doing. No, that's what I'm saying. All these promos are misdirect. I don't think so. Listen, if they were going to do some bait and switch shit, and I've been contesting this, and like I said, I tend to be skeptical as a motherfucker. I really do think that this is happening, whether we like it or not. We're getting Bray and Edge walking out at some point together. To me, on paper, it's a mind-blowing angle, and
that's why it won't happen, because it's actually good.
Things have changed.
That's why it won't happen in WWE.
They're not going to hit a guy that doesn't belong, that's not in the company, and I really don't think they'd be hinting at him if it was any other way. All right, guys, it's a wrap for me. Yeah, it's pretty much a wrap for me as well. Probably a wrap for you as well. So, good night, Victor. What were you saying? There you go. Could you imagine? Zoe Starks is the QR code. We'll find out. We got to do some research on that. KJ, that's what I'm saying, KJ. I feel that these promos are misdirect, making fans think that it's Bray Wyatt or Edge returning, but it's John Cena becoming a bad guy. Yeah, I don't.
No, it's that they want you to think it's Bray Wyatt and it's going to be just Edge. That's why I said that they played it out of order.
See, this is where I think you're a little misguided, because they served Edge up on a platter in the first one. It is undeniably Edge. So to me, that's the misdirection. They put it right in your face, And that's what I'm concerned about. There's no way he's coming alone because he needs a partner. Might not be Bray, but it's somebody. It's not just Edge. The clues are not just
it's
Edge.
not Bray.
Let's say it's not, but it can't be just Edge. He's not coming alone. They're not wasting their time. And like I said, they're taking the time to go out where he's putting numbers and blood on or words on a mirror. We all know what that means. And again, they can do a lot, but Edge needs to fight a team with a team. It might not be Bray Wyatt, but he ain't coming alone. And all those clues do not add up to Edge alone. And they put Edge on a platter for people like Nick who can go, okay, it's Edge. That's all I need to know. But there's bigger picture here if you just
no. Oh, it's bigger picture. No, it's that I have that little faith in WWE creative that the bar is going to be set as low as it can go. That it's just Edge, and they're that blatant about it that they don't know any better.
And that's the hard part is I can't even refute that because so many times I've said the same thing as you. So it's a fun debate to have because, again, we've both been on different angles for different angles. So to me, at least we're talking about it. Kudos to them. As far as tonight goes, yeah, we're debating it. It's worth it. We'll find out. And it gives us a reason to hopefully tune into SummerSlam because they don't even like the fucking card that they're putting out.
Yeah, they don't like what they did.
So with that being said, folks, thank you so much, Dadala, for that. We appreciate it. And we will see everybody here tomorrow. Don't forget AEW Dynamite Fighter Fest Part 3 of 4. Fucking dumb. But we will be back here for Fighter Fest. Barbed wire everything match, a stacked card. And then we got Let's Rumble Thursday, doubleheader Friday, Saturday. Tell everybody you know and even people that you don't. Saturday is the stream of all streams. It's my
Happy birthday to you.
We're going to rock out with our jocks out. But
I'm going to hang out with my wang out.
But that being said, folks, we had fun as always. That's 2.5 hours almost of more content for you guys. If you haven't seen our Let's Rumble from last week, check it out. If you haven't seen the half-year awards, the Lifeys, check those out. Nick, any final thoughts?
No, just thank you, everybody. I hope you have a great night, and I expect to see you all back here tomorrow night.
One final thought. Check out Alt Tees. Come to our social media. We got so much going on with Alt Tees. There's more coming your way. So we're super pumped and excited about what we're doing with our t-shirt and our merchandise. And it's cool. I got to see our logo on a t-shirt for the first time. So big shout out to Alt Tees. Nothing but love there. And folks, my final thought is NXT might not always make sense, might not be the best shit, but it's chaotic. It doesn't stop. And overall, tonight was a pretty good night for them. 7.5. I'm okay with that. Until tomorrow, anything else? I think we're good.
I was just going to say, like I said earlier, we don't go home till y'all do, and y'all seem to be heading home. So we're going to hit the dusty trail. And the wrestling may suck, but we never will. Catch you on.
Thank you, Steve, for joining us as well, and I appreciate the love. And folks, come back tomorrow. And until tomorrow, we'll see you on the flip side. Bye.